Greetings, everyone, and we are broadcasting live, albeit with a smaller picture, but at least it seems to be holding, and so we're going to try to bring you this game as best we can. 3-point attempt comes up short. 8-3 is your score, and we are trying to get all the moving parts to move.
You know, right now, Mike, it's everything has been North Oldham's way. They've done a good job bringing the ball down, their floor spacing, made their shots, and they hold this 8-3 lead here in the first quarter.
Nice little run here.
Well, Collins doesn't have a great size, so they're going to have to try to play fast and speed up North, and when they've been able to score, they go over and scored out of transition.
Missed opportunity is an opportunity for the Titans. The Lady Titans take advantage of it. Olivia Federley, she's already come out strong this first quarter.
You know, right now, everything they've got's out of Federley, and she's taken it to the hole, and she's had a lot of success. This is her second three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Well, our scoreboard isn't responding, but hey, we've got a picture. So we'll just tell you the score a lot as we go. Not the ideal situation, but we try to make do. Baseline move. Shot a little too much. Kick back out. 3-point attempt. It's too hard. And rebound by
Brooks.
And we'll have a whistle on the play. They say just a turnover.
I don't think she shot it out of bounds, but North Oldham takes advantage of the situation, gets the ball into play.
Nice little short jumper there from Kylie Vise.
Vise with a bank shot. Don't believe she called it.
Do you lose your points if you do that?
Got to call them if you want to make them.
Beach dribbling around. Out top, gets it over into Federley's hands. Cross-court pass. Picked up her dribble and gets herself in trouble. And a good defensive team like North Oldham will take advantage of that. Beach penetrates, then kicks it back out. 3-point off the mark. Collins getting some offensive boards. And Federley forces a shot, draws the foul.
Federley is kind of a workhorse in there. First score she's made has been on the drive. That one off a long rebound. She just dropped her head, lowered her shoulders, and took it to the rack.
At the line, comes up a little short. She'll get a second attempt. Back the other way, North with the ball. Vise running the offense. Knocked out of her hands, she'll get it back. Collins playing tough on defense. Vise pulls the trigger on a three, not there. And rebound the Hammond for the Titans, who's checked in the ball game. Timeout taken. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The score is 10-9. If we get our scoreboard back up, we'll bring it up. May not be possible. We're in a very tight signal situation here. Collins High School, beautiful facility, only 10 years old. And you look around at all the banners they have, it looks like they started on top.
Very much so. When the school split around 9 years ago, right off the bat, they were very successful, taking these players from the old original Shelby County High School, and it seemed like for years that Collins got the athletes.
Plucked the best, huh?
Well, some people would say that.
Not that I said that, but understand how sometimes that can be a hornet's nest, so I don't want to step into that.
I've coached through about 4 of those situations, and it's never easy.
Dividing up a school into 2 schools, always it has some inherent difficulties.
Well, I actually went through it 2 different times at Oldham. We originally went from 1 school to 2 with the creation of South Oldham in 1991, and then again in 2002, the creation of North Oldham. Because of our population being close to Louisville, continued to grow. They split, built new schools and such. Every time the schools were split, they used a different formula for who went where, and that time sometimes it could get kind of dicey. I know over here there were some complaints.
Well, it's always a possibility. It will show something when we're in a break like that, whether it's cheerleaders or bench. And back to play here. North brings it up the floor. Vi slides to her left. Riley Neal makes a move to the basket, draws contact. I don't think she was as interested in making the basket as drawing the foul on that drive.
Very much so. Put her head down and went looking for contact. She's a very good free throw shooter, very good player.
How often do you coach something like that? You tell them to go get the contact, or
well,
is that something instinctive?
Every kid's different, and it's more instinctive than anything. And she's a good enough player. She realized she could beat the person that was guarding her, was smaller, and she immediately took her to the hole.
Back in the hands of the Titans. Beach, 3-point shot this time from Gracie Reed. It's off the mark, but they get the loose ball. And Federley going to go down into the paint. Get back outside. Wasn't a thing of beauty, but it's a nice kick out. Hammond missed the 3 air ball. Speaking of air ball, there was another one. But there's 2.
There's Neal with the rebound and kick out for the bucket. She does all those little things that sometimes go unnoticed.
14-9 now your score. Minute 43 to go. Another turnover. North Oldham takes it up the floor. Vi's going to get fouled. This time Makara Beach.
Yeah, Beach with her hands. Beach, a regular starter, but with senior night, she ceded her position to a senior, and now she's back on the floor, and you're seeing some of the regular starters now come back in for Collins.
Beach just a freshman and getting valuable minutes on the big squad.
Riley Neal show right now.
Nice move to the basket. 16-9 the score. Federley trying to answer, and does.
So it's mano-a-mano, Federley versus Neal right now.
16-11 the score. Minute 17 to go, first quarter. Neal. 3-point shot not there. Rebound not there. And kick out, and here come the Titans again. Trying for 3, right there. Haley Renfro with the tray. Vi's dribbled down in the corner, got out of it, almost trapped there. Riley Neal gives it to Olivia Hinton, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds. They'll say it is Titan ball. Under a minute to go, 16-14 the score. Beach outside to Hammond, back to Federley. And a whistle. Somebody was a little grabby. 30 seconds to go, first quarter. 16-14 your score. Sophie Hale checks in for the Lady Mustangs, number 12. Federley goes right past her with a layup. Tie ball game at 16, 22 seconds. North had opened up a little bit of a lead, but Collins fought right back.
Well, that's until Federley warmed up.
Three is on the money. 19-16, Mustangs.
Well, that's Neal, so it's I'll see you one, raise you one.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. With the score, North Oldham 19, Collins 16. Take a break. Be back with more right after this on GLICOD.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
And welcome back, Mike Beck, Gary Forrest, 1 quarter in the books. I'll tell you what, Will, if you could swing the camera around and catch the scoreboard, and throw it up there and let folks see at home until we are able to get the scoreboard on the screen, if we can manage that. We will try. But we're just happy to be able to bring you the ball game at this point. Junior cheerleaders doing a good job.
Got the little girl holding the black sign upside down.
Collins High School, named after former Governor Martha Lane Collins. Built in 2010, and quite a bit of success in their first decade in existence. Number of state titles,
they really started off the bat hot in football, and have been solid in football all the way through, in boys as well as girls basketball.
And boys basketball, we'll see a little bit later tonight, one of the better teams in the region. But right now we've got the girls in a good contest, 19-16, just starting the second quarter. Olivia Federley, number 11, leads her team. Gets it in the hands of Renfro. Now to Beach. Federley goes baseline. Little contact, but it opens up opportunities for others.
Federley's kind of a brute. When you give her the ball, she's going to work her way inside. There she did a great job occupying the defense and dumped to the open man under the basket. And every time that happens, North comes right back and scores.
21-18. Minute gone in the second quarter. It's just taken out of her hands.
Yeah, Hinton just stuck her hands up, and Brooks put the ball right in her hand.
Nice shot from Riley Neal.
Well, I think I don't have to be a lip reader to kind of figure out what Coach Rogers is going to say. Girls, we need to do a better job of finding Riley Neal. Of the 23 points, she probably has about 17.
23-18 is the score at this stoppage. 6 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest here with you tonight at Collins High School, where we're getting by with minimal picture, but it's there, and it's better than nothing. So we'll keep it rolling here, trying to figure out some of the other issues. If we can get our scoreboard working, that would be fantastic. But it's like they say, you only have two hands, right?
Well, you can only do so much with each of those.
Yeah, that's true. Early timeouts, Collins trying to figure out a few things. They've not been out of this game by any stretch, but seems like they're not covering Neal like they should.
No, not, I'm sure, like Coach Rogers wants. And fortunately for Collins, they do have Federer, so they're never out of the game because she can manufacture points on her own.
Titan ball. We'll bring it up the court. Moving around. 3-point attempt. A little short. And a jump ball situation. And possession arrow goes to the Mustangs. Neal will inbound it, gets it to Sophie Hale. brings it up midcourt. Took it all the way up and kicked it back out for a three. Hinton, cross-court pass. And a turnover. Collins comes up with a loose ball.
Collins did a good job of getting the ball on transition and getting the ball down and scoring the easy layup.
Jersey number 4 for the Titans is not on the rosters that we have, so I'm not sure who she is.
Well, you know, we were talking about this the other night in a girls' game. What happens a lot of times, Mike, this late in the season, a lot of middle school programs have finished, and some of the players get those promotions, and they're late additions to JV teams or some cases varsity teams. So you have a kid that's out there, she's got a jersey on, and yet it's not listed anywhere.
And that's a disservice to her. We do want to make sure that we give her the credit she's due, but
very much so.
Can only do the best we can do. Free throws made, 25-20 the score, 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Titans ball. Moving around the perimeter, Renfro. Michaela Beach almost loses it. Renfro picks it up. Being guarded by Sophie Hale. Now gets to Federley. Starts her move. She's just hard to stop.
Nothing fancy about it, and, you know, I've only seen her make one jumper all night. Everything's been a layup.
Riley Hale loses the ball, and contact there will be against the Lady Titans. Frick. It may be Melanie Frick. We do have a Frick on the roster, but normally she's number 2, so could be a jersey change as well. Hard to say. Sometimes folks, I've had folks, you know, after a game or in casual conversation, how do you not have those numbers? This is an ESPN, and it's not college basketball, which is a little more regulated. There are no stealth players at that level. You know what I'm saying? Lady Mustangs looking to add to their 5-point lead, 27-22, 4:51 to go, second quarter. Neal, nice strong move, finishes it up. 29-22. And it'll go out of bounds. Hit the hand of Lizzie Hammond and into the corner. Kelsey Lubker in the ball game for the Lady Mustangs, number 10, inbounds the ball to Neal. Goes to her assigned spot, down across the baseline. Neal cutting, turns around. Had Federer on her. That's a good matchup. Federley again with the points, 29-24. Neal moving traffic around, cross-court pass. Three-point shot, not that time. Zoe, see, number 1 on, yeah, we don't have a number 1 on North Oldham either. We get a lot of that tonight, Gary.
Yes, very much so.
I hope we don't get a lot of that in the boys' game. That'll drive me crazy.
No, one of the things you don't normally have are move-up kids from the junior high to the varsity. It's the big jump, very seldom. So the late in the year additions, you're not normally going to see that in boys varsity. You will in girls varsity.
Just a smaller population of players.
It is to choose from.
And parent pass picked off by Sophie Hale. She's on the ground, and it's stripped away from her. Finally, a jump ball called. And I believe it'll favor the Titans. Kylie Vise has been out for a couple minutes here in the second quarter. She checks back in the ball game for North Oldham. They've maintained a 5-point lead, 29-24. Federally just goes right around Hinton. You're going to have to put up some barricades or something.
Well, I'm
She'll do that all
going
night.
to put two people on Hinton and say, one of you get on her right, one of you get on her left.
Vise kicks it out. That three was a little long. Wow. Forces it in and draws the foul. Potential three-point play here by Olivia Federley.
Well, this will be interesting, Mike, because in the previous games that I've watched North, you know, they're always led by Riley Neal, and tonight has been no exception. She scored most of their points, but the last two possessions down, she hasn't touched the ball. I'm not so much sure if it's what Collins is doing or teammates are just shooting the ball a little quick and not giving her a chance to touch the ball.
Tie game at 29. 2:48 to go, second quarter. And that one deflected just enough, turns into a turnover.
Well, that's the recipe for Collins. Try to make a defensive play and try to get the ball down the floor and score quickly.
Contact on the floor before a shot taken. Melanie Frick with the foul. Teams with 6 fouls apiece. Everybody will be in the bonus from here on out. 31-29, Collins with the lead here, 2:27. Second quarter, a little bit of an unexpected turn. They've been trailing the whole first half. Federally not to be denied tonight on senior night, perhaps. And then there's Riley Neal.
Well, when Neal touches it, usually good things happen, so I'm not so sure she shouldn't touch it a whole lot. And then went and got the rebound.
On the floor, brings it up. Sophie Hale, cross midcourt, goes to her left. Tries to take it all the way, and she'll have it knocked out of bounds. Between Vise, Neal, and Sophie Hale, they've got some pretty good ball players on the floor. And Coach Seagar is pretty happy with the talent he's turned up with this season. 33-31, North Oldham back on top by 2. Minute 45 to go, second quarter. Makara Beach.
Beach did all the hard work, beat her man down the lane, and then lost the ball going in for the layup.
Turnover. See if North Oldham can take advantage of it. A little bit of a risky pass there. The defender looking for it. Set shot. Did everything but fall through. Ball led too much for Beach. And Vise comes up with a loose ball. And the Lady Mustangs set up their offense. Neal for 2. Deadly. She's got a nice shot.
Very much so.
35-31 your score. 3-point attempt, short. Loose ball taken by Vise. Way to get it out there ahead of the crowd. And Addie Morgan tried to take it in for a layup, knocked away by Federley. Under a minute to go in the half, 35-31. Sometimes I wonder about that quick three-pointer from the corner.
Well, particularly if you got a teammate that probably has 30 or 25, 30 points right now.
Speaking of, that's Riley Neal for 2 more, 37-31. Big run here. They put away 8 points until that answered shot. 37-34, 30 seconds to go, second quarter. And a whistle timeout called by the Mustangs. Coach Seagar wants to take a break. We'll take a quick one as well. We'll be back right after this on GLICOD.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
And welcome back here. 25 ticks on the clock left here in the first half. North Oldham ball, they lead by 3, 37-34. And they'll probably hold for last shot. Down inside the paint, turn around, not the best look at the basket. Riley Neal. Back to the outside, three-point attempt not there. Why don't you just give it to Neal in the first place?
Would have made things a lot easier, would it not?
Got the same result, but it did chew up all the time at the end of the first half. 39-34. North Oldham with the lead. We'll take a break, be back with our halftime right after this on GLICOD.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub. We're here for you whenever you need us with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers stepladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
And welcome back. Mike Beck here at halftime with Gary Force, and we're glad to be with you tonight as North Oldham. See if I can get this screen to work. There we go. North Oldham leads Collins 39-34 at the half. And Coach Forrest has snuck away to attempt to get some interviews. The boys' coaches, the boys' game following this one quickly after this game, but it is senior night, and what they're doing now is senior night presentations on the floor. The players that will be having their last game here on the home court. In attendance tonight, school namesake, former Governor Martha Lane Collins, seated a couple of rows back from the press box, or the press station down on the floor. She's here tonight. Always wondered what it'd be like to have a school named after me, but my school named after me would probably not be as nice as this one. You know, it's named after a governor. So, but anyway, we'll go ahead and take another break, and we'll be back with more. Working on trying to get some stats, but we're doing the best we can here tonight, folks. It's been an odd, unusual situation for us, but about all we can be grateful for at the moment. So stand by. We'll be back right after this on GLICOD.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back. It is halftime. Mike Beck with Gary Forrest here upstairs overlooking senior night at Collins High School as a host of seniors being recognized here at center court. They still have about half dozen to go, it appears. Coach Forrest off gathering interviews for the boys game, which will be following shortly on the heels of this one, but extended halftime, we were warned, and there'll be some other acknowledgments in the boys game as well. So there's a lot of recognition here. As far as the game, that's the reason you're watching. 39-34, North Oldham led almost the entire first half, with the exception of one short burst where Collins got up 31-29, and then North answered with 8 straight points and pulled back ahead, and they maintained the lead by 5 with the halftime underway here. Really outstanding performance tonight on both sides of the ball. Really 2 players standing out. Olivia Federley for Collins. She's had quite the game. I don't have her point totals. Coach Forrest keeping track of those numbers, and he's not here at the moment. But Riley Neal also putting on a show for North Oldham. So you got 2 of the better players in the region tonight showcasing their skills, and it's really, I think, a difference in the game is the supporting cast, where you're getting a little more help for Miss Neal from Kylie Vise, Sophie Hale, and a few others. And you're not getting a lot of support for Miss Federley on the other side of the court for the Titans. So really the big difference in the game, the support players on senior night. We'll go ahead and take another break. Be back in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us. More to come here on GLICOD.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway, next door to Mail High.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Your convenience. Stop in or visit them online. CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
And welcome back, Mike Beck, Gary Forrest. Gary, you went off on a mission to find some interviews for our boys coaches for our second game tonight. That'll be coming up after this one. Let's go back and talk about these girls, if you can, for a minute. I know we're juggling balls here. We look like a couple of circus monkeys.
Well,
or something.
you know, anytime you're that last week of the season, as you just were able to view, you've got all sorts of things going on, and it's increasingly harder to find people involved in the second game as they're scattered all over the gym.
Oh, my goodness.
Able to finally find the two boys coaches that are coming up next. So had a little bit of conversation. We're not able to tape it, but at the same time, with a lot of lineup changes, we'll make note for and be prepared for that one. But this game, your question that was asked, it's turned out to be a pretty high-scoring game, 39-34. Wouldn't have thought that out of either team. But one of the things we did, both teams led by heavyweight scores, and we've seen a lot of that tonight. And it looked like it was the Riley Neal show for the longest time. Of the 39 points, I think I heard one of the guys back here say she had 27.
That sounds about right.
And Olivia Friedels, if it wasn't for her, Collins doesn't stay in the game. She's probably hovering around 20. So two really nice girl players, and the rest of their team's playing off of them.
About 20 more seconds to go, and we'll get the second half underway. It looks like the referees are back, and you can't play without them.
Well, sometimes I think they wish they could, but it doesn't always work that way.
Both teams are on the floor having friendly conversation here, waiting to get the second half going, and they're ready to do this, so are we. Does not appear we'll be able to get our scoreboard working, and we apologize for that. I'll do my best to update that score as often and as frequently as I can. Clock going. 16 minutes of basketball for the girls left to go here. North Oldham ball. We'll see him down at this end of the court now. Riley Neal tried an acrobatic move that time, couldn't get it to drop. She's gotten most of those to go tonight.
I was going to say, she's made everything else tonight. Surprised to see her miss one.
Close in shot, not there for that'd be Emma Banta.
Banta, yes.
3-point attempt, too long. And ball picked up by Brooks. And finally down to the hands of Olivia Federley. There you go. Nice assist, and Banta gets some points. Spreading it around. 39-36, 7 minutes to go, third quarter. 3-point ball game. North has led all but for about 20-30 seconds. They trailed 31-29, then quickly got on top again. Whistle, Sophie Hale, looks like she's going to go to the line and shoot a couple.
Right now they're just smothering Neal, not even letting her touch the ball here this third quarter, and that's going to be an awfully tough task.
Well, the question is there anybody else on the Mustangs who can step up and fill that void while she's finding her openings?
Well, there'll be someone to fill the void of shooting the ball, but I'm not so sure they'll make it at the percentage rate that Neil does.
Well, yeah. Tall order for sure.
Yeah, there's always shooters out there. It's the makers that you're sometimes hard to press to find.
That was the difference in my career.
There you go.
I was a great shooter.
See, there's 5 shots right now that Neil hadn't touched the ball, and North hasn't been remotely close to the basket.
Speaking of Neil, there she goes. Finds her moment. 42-36. Quickly back to the other end. Little contact. I believe Olivia Hinton will get rung up for a foul, and she does. First team foul of the second half at the 6:07 mark. 42-36 is the score. And a timeout, full timeout taken. That's quick. They'll take a break. We'll take one, too. Why not? We'll be back right after this. Stay with us, folks.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back here. Third quarter, 6:07 to go in the third. 42-36, North Oldham on top of Collins.
Mike still continues to be the Riley Neal show. After that, she had 27, right now unofficially 29, maybe 30.
Nice output for an entire game, much less a half.
For some people, it's a career high. And who knows, maybe it is for her, but
scores from, as it's made available by our producer Steve Bird. Bullitt Central at Oldham County. It's a 7:30 tip. Also South Oldham at Walton Verona tonight at 7:30. A couple of games of local interest, and we have our eyes and ears on those as well.
I think both of those are boys' games.
They are, yes. For 2, and on the money.
See, that's the difference. I think North has that second score and yet to see one emerge for Collins.
Loose ball, scrum for it. It'll be a jump ball situation. And the ball will stay with the Titans. Federle will inbound it from the baseline. Tosses it over the head of Brooks. And if it were not for the quick hands of Haley Renfro, that would have been an easy layup.
Yeah, Renfro turned out to be fast on her feet, sprinted the floor and got a piece of the ball, at least saved them the bucket. North ball out of bounds.
Inbounds pass. Nice attempt there by Hale, but she couldn't finish. Brooks goes down. Can't get the layup to drop. Riley Neal pulls it out. Around the horn. Rebound. Mustangs. Second attempt. Not there. Federle goes the other way. Foot race with Hinton. Stops. Puts it up. And knocks it out of bounds.
Hinton a little bit taller than Federle, and that made the difference. You know, throughout the game, Federle's been able to muscle her way over smaller guards, but Hinton being taller was probably the difference there.
Titan ball. There's the inbound pass to Brooks. Renfro trying to get it down inside, and it's tipped away. Another turnover to the Mustangs. Standing right on the line, that would have been 2 if it had gone in. Brooks with a rebound.
Well, what might have been better was get the ball to Neal, who was wide open down here on the block.
And I keep feeding her until she says she's full.
Well, I keep feeding her until she can't walk.
Brooks for three. 44-39 with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. North Oldham on top, and while it's not a huge margin, it seems pretty comfortable for them. They say it was out of bounds, and we'll go back to the Titans. Seemed to be a little sloppy on both ends of the ball, both ends of the court tonight. Heading into postseason, which is coming up quickly for these teams.
North changing right now, going 1-2-2, throwing a little something different at them. Missed the walk.
But turnover, loose ball, now Brooks has it. Saved for the Titans. Federally long three, not there. And another save. Nice hustle by the Titans. And a whistle. Sophie Hale with the foul. This one on the floor. It'll be a second team foul. 3:42 to go, third quarter. Inbounds pass to Brooks, back to Federley. Likes the three, hits the three. 2-point ball game, 44-42. Riley Neal calling for the ball. Hale tries to do it herself.
Maybe a little too much.
3-point by Brooks. Hits another one. And just like that, Collins is back on top. 45-44. Second lead of the night. Timeout taken by Coach Seagar. I think he not happy with what he's seen here.
Well, you know, maybe now's the time to reintroduce your team to your leading scorer, who is having a phenomenal night. And the last 4 times down, they've not even looked for it. You know, it's the first person across half court that's touched the ball, shot it. And if you're not careful, things can go sideways in a heartbeat, and we've seen that lead evaporate, and Collins just keeps doing what they do, try to get up and down the floor and shoot the open shot.
I believe their biggest lead of the night has been 6, if I'm not mistaken. And now it's a 1-point lead back to Collins.
Yep.
So you don't want to play with that too often. 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. 45-44. Collins on top of North Oldham. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest with you tonight. Trying to push a fire hose through a garden hose, and that's why your picture is small and our graphics aren't what they should be. But you've got a picture, and sometimes you just settle for what you got.
Well, hopefully we can paint that picture a little better for you and you have an idea what's going on here. It has been a very good played game, and particularly the 2 hosses, if you will, one for each team, both of them having really good nights.
Fun to watch. Good players go at each other. Hinton for 3. Not there. Loose ball. Picked up, and well, that's called cleaning up the mess. Alyssa Razor for 2.
Well, Razor at the right place, right time on the missed shot.
Couldn't be more wide open at the basket than that. Razor with the steal, and she'll wisely pull it back. Hinton through the hands of one, and Kali Vise. I don't think she expected that.
Well, what we've got right now is Collins doing a good job chasing, you know, Neal, but they're chasing her with a smaller guard, and Neal went right to the block, blocked up, and had a very much size differential, and nobody looked at her.
3-point off by Brooks, and Neal with a rebound. She get it to Vise down the court. Another jersey that we do not have, 11. There's Hinton. Oh, doggone it. She's not happy about that. You got to finish those shots. And she ends up drawing the foul out of frustration, and that's a double whammy.
What usually happens when you miss that inside chipper in your efforts to do something right, you foul trying to get the ball back. But the part that really puzzles me is the fact that North not really doing a good job looking to get the ball to their leading scorer.
Air ball on the 3. And a picked off pass there by Hinton. Vise goes back the other way. Missed shot. Collins going to try to attack. Federley couldn't quite finish it. Just not enough momentum on that ball. 46-45, minute 28 to go, third quarter. North Oldham with the lead.
It's 9 times in a row that North's come down and they've not even looked at Neal. You know, you got to give her a touch.
That's, you know, I'm not sure why Coach hasn't pointed that out to him.
Well, I watched the last time out, and it looked to me like he was addressing that very issue.
You got to ask yourself, if the girls won't do what you tell them, find some girls that will. Is that when you substitute?
Well, you know, maybe you don't have people on your bench that have the capabilities of doing so, but I do think the group he has on the floor now has those capabilities.
Vise.
There she is.
She's trying to get the ball. She gets it, turns around.
Oh, gee, look what happened.
And trains a 3. 49-45, back to a 4-point spread.
First touch in 10 possessions, she nails a 3.
I don't know if that's a hint, but it should be. 34 seconds, the clock will stop there. Collins ball.
Well, a lot of times, Mike, what happens, and we see this at a lot of the different levels of basketball, kids will say, Coach, I was open. That's why I shot it. And sometimes there's a reason you're open. And, you know, without being rude, but that's kind of sometimes what their scouting report says. Don't guard this particular person or don't guard this one. And, you know, when you see, so you have to know your limitations, but you also have to know your team's strengths. And they're not playing to their strengths right now.
Neal inbound pass to Vise. She brings it up. 3-point attempt. And again, not really any second chance points there.
Well, and it led to a run-out basket the other end.
And a tie ball game.
Because you got Neal working really hard. The problem is she gives it up. Chances are she's not going to see it back.
Interesting style of play. And at the buzzer, we'll go into the third or fourth quarter tied at 49. Collins and North Oldham scrumming it up here. We'll take a break. Be back right after this on GLICOD.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
And welcome back here. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest, glad to be with you. And a close one here. The girls putting on a show. Tied at 49 here with 8 minutes left. Fourth quarter just getting underway. Collins and North Oldham here is the season drawing to a close. But this is a pretty nice one. Tuning up your engines before playoffs. Ball will be in the hands of the Lady Mustangs. See if they can convert here. A few new players on the floor and a whistle. Number 1, which we don't have on our roster. Number 5, Alyssa Razor. Number 10 is Kelsey Lubker. Riley Neal, 23, and Kylie Vise, 13. That is your North Oldham Mustangs. Beach with the ball. Has it again. And tries to make something out of nothing. She ends up taking steps. She took so many steps, I thought she was on the Appalachian Trail that time. It was a hop, skip, and a jump. Vise working against Beach. Razor looking for someone else. They get it to Neal. Steps back, turns, shoots, little long. But Vise finds an
nice
opening.
pass by Vise inside.
51-49. Lady Mustangs back up by 2. Round the horn, Renfro for 3. It's in. 52-51. Collins up by 1. 6:47 to go in the ball game. 3 for an answer, not that time. Neal, loose ball, tries to get it herself. And the long outlet pass to Federley is shoulder shoved there. Bumped out of bounds. I believe that foul on Razor, that'll be her 3rd, team 6th. Federley to shoot 2. They lead by 1. Now they've equaled their biggest lead of the night, which has been 2.
Well, unfortunately for North, they've kind of gone away from what got them here, and I'm not so sure if it's not too late in the game for them to figure it out. I know Coach Segar, he's changing players around, and
I think they get the ball in the hands of Neal. She can make a lot of things happen, but they got to get a good look at her. That one wasn't. Beach back to Renfro. Hands it back to her partner. Down inside, out. And Federley can't handle the ball. A little bit of an unforced error that time.
Part of the problem is when Neal does get the ball, it's normally outside. And with a little guard on her, it's not to her advantage. I'd like to see them try to get her the ball down on the block and post up the little guard that's guarding her.
Bad pass by Razor. Federley goes down and she'll draw the foul.
Don't like the body language of the North Oldham bench down here.
Kind of look out of it.
Well, usually kids, it's a close ball game. They're sitting on the front of their chair and they're watching the games, but these guys are laid back. They're kind of small, chatting amongst themselves, and
Federley missed the first. She'll take a second attempt here and knocks this one down. 54-51 is the biggest lead of the night for Collins. Up by 3.
Hale back into the game. Gets one off quick.
Neal gets her own rebound and the putback. Back to a 1-point spread. 54-53. Collins up by 1. 5:30 to go in the ball game. Renfro over to Beach. Back to Renfro. Starts in. Comes back to Federley across court to Beach. Renfro for 3, not there. And a Lady Mustang ball. Two points. And North back with a lead by 1, 55-54, under 5 minutes to go. I think this one's going to come down to the wire.
Oh, I think so.
Federley for 3, that's short. A lot of hands on it, but Riley Neal comes out with it. Sophie Hale goes for the dagger shot, the three-pointer. Didn't get it to drop. Outlet pass to Federley. She controls it, but can't get the bucket. And a jump ball. Nice hustle by Vise. She got tied up with Gracie Reed. .4:27 to go, fourth quarter. Reed and Renfro check out. Some fresh bodies on the floor. Should be an easy layup. And Hale makes it work. 57-54. And I think Brooks wanted a foul. Didn't get it called.
Mustangs back 2-3 zone now, which is the reason so many threes are being shot right now by Collins. With a little bit of patience, they usually end up with a wide open three. And there it goes.
And right in the basket. Tie game at 57.
It's not a hard game to play.
Irwin all the way around to Vise for three. And it bounces in.
Boy, talk about a fortuitous bounce.
60-57, 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Hale working on Brooks out there in the zone, chasing her around a bit. Hammond back to Brooks, back to Hammond. Patience. Been 20 seconds in this possession so far. Brooks just dribbles around the defenders.
They'll get it back to Federley in a minute.
High bounce. Goes up high. Emma Banta tries to follow. Pulls the rebound down, tries to push it back up. Draws the foul. She'll shoot one in the bonus. Or she'll shoot two, sorry. They are in the single bonus, though. Free throw shooting would come in handy at this point. Missed the first. 60-57, 2:52 to go. 60-58 now. 2-point ball game. Here come the Lady Mustangs. Sophie Hale brings it up across midcourt. Vise for three. Vise for three. 63-58. Back to a 5-point spread. 2:38 to go. Still lots of time. Brooks over to the right side, now down inside. Hammond tried to feed baseline, and they'll say she was on the line, and it'll go the other way.
The Lady Mustangs caught a break there. Hammond's just a little out of control.
And a timeout taken by Coach Rogers. He wants to talk to his players. Full timeout taken. We'll take a full one as well. Stand by. We'll be back right after this on GLICOD.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back here. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left to go, and that timeout taken by the Collins Titans, and they're still going to take it.
Yeah, Coach Rogers is milking every second of this timeout. When you're down 5 late, you know, he's probably putting 2 or 3 things in they hope to accomplish.
A believe one of those is put the ball in the hands of Federle and let her get some points here.
Well, I wonder what he's going to do defensively. I guess he feels still pretty comfortable with 2.5 minutes to go. No press put on right now. Still man-to-man. And right now, nobody guarding a good one.
Neal gets free. Can't finish, but tips it back outside. Heady play. Federle snatches a loose ball. She'll go up against Hale and get the basket. 63-60. Minute 55 to go. Not that you want to get into a slowdown game, but I think you can be a little more deliberate when you're up by 3. Well, speaking of not being slowdown.
Well, Irwin decided it was time to shoot. She's been in for 2 minutes, and that's one of the bigger shots made right now for the Lady Mustangs.
66-60 with a minute 34 to go, 6-point spread.
And what you don't want to do right now is foul and stop the clock. Easier said than done, though.
Foul on Sophie Hale. Two shots for Renfro. She hits her first. Brooks in, Banta out. Renfro, 2 dribbles and a look right there. 66-62, and another timeout taken by Collins. 30-second variety, so we'll stay with it here. Just a reminder, some games coming up tonight. Bullitt Central at Oldham County and South Oldham at Walton Verona. Boys games both start at 7:30 or about 10 minutes from now. And as those scores start being fed to us, we'll pass them along to you. Of course, if you want to find out all the scores and all the other happenings, both in Kentucky and Southern Indiana, you can go to GLICOD.com. That's our website, our home for everything Southern Indiana and Kentucky basketball. You'll find lots of good stuff there, so check us out. Good one here, 4-point game. Minute 34 to go, fourth quarter, 66-62. North Oldham with the lead and the ball. Riley Neal almost lost it there, got it back. Vise was fouled. See who they call it on.
Wow, quick call.
On Renfro. A little surprised about that.
That almost sounded like one of those oops whistles.
Ball into Neal and then back to Vise, and that was not their best possession. Loose ball on the ground. Renfro saves it, kicks it around outside. Beach puts it on the floor and now decides to pull it back. And Brooks steps, turns it over. Minute 6 to go. You can't do those unforced errors when you're down by 4. Neal right at midcourt, and Federle takes it away from her. And gets the layup, and it's a 2-point ball game. Collins not willing to give this one up easily. Vise running into trouble, and Federle let her like a mouse to a mousetrap. Tie game at 66. Another turnover. Beach back to Federle, and she'll miss the basket, but she'll shoot 2.
Well, that's 3 straight turnovers in the last 7 seconds by North Oldham, and if you want to draw up how to give one away, they've got a pretty good blueprint going right now. You know, they're playing like they're behind, and they had a 4 or 5 point lead.
They did. They were up by 4 with a minute 6. And it's evaporated. Now they're down by 1. Federle's chance to make it a 2-point ball game here with this free throw. 67-66, 31.6 on the clock. And a 2-point lead. And guess they forgot to get the ball. Now they get it to Neal. Who do you think is going to take this shot? Tie game at 24 seconds.
Well, I guess if you're going to do it, you have to do it all by yourself. And Neal brought the ball the length of the floor.
Federley goes back and answers, 16 seconds.
Federley says, here's one coming back at you.
70-68. 13 seconds, plenty of time to get down the floor.
Well, you got to get it back to Neal, and it'll be interesting to see if that happens.
She's got it in her hands. She's working against Federley.
Wise call. Collins with fouls to waste, and they can do that right now. Got 3 more.
Coach Seagar wants to talk it over with his girls. 8.1 seconds. What do you do here if you're the coach?
If you're North, you want to try to score quick. But with 8 seconds to go and fouls to waste, what's going to happen is that Collins is going to let you receive the ball, count 1,000, and then foul. And they're going to do that about 2 times, and you're going to be down to about 2 seconds left to go. So they're going to try to work the clock. If I'm North, what I start Neal away from the ball. It's going to be ball side out of bounds and right at half court. And you want to try to flash her to the low post. And you want to have Vice coming in the opposite direction, flashing up to the top of the key. So those are your 2 options.
Well, Vice is going to be inbounding the ball.
Well, sometimes that's a good thing because a lot of times they forget about the inbounds passer, but there's Neal. The only thing I would do is I would move her to the other block because right now she doesn't have any room to move. Here comes the foul.
Neal with the ball. They let her go. Tie game, and we're going to overtime. How about that?
Well, it's amazing what happens when you get the ball to your best player who's having an incredible night. And she's gone for long spells this second half when the teammates seem to have forgotten her.
Tie ball game. They'll put 4 minutes back on the clock.
Unofficially,
overtime.
Mike, I've got Neal down for right around 38 points.
That sounds about right. 70 all at the end of regulation. One of the highest scoring girl games I've seen. And you got 2 scorers like Federley and Neal. It's not really a surprise. But I got to believe that North kind of let this game get away from them in that third quarter when they stopped targeting Neal completely.
Well, very much so. They're very fortunate to have been able to get this thing back in. But on the other hand, Collins, I can't imagine why they didn't foul unless somebody just panicked and thought to themselves, I don't want to foul and be the one who costs us the game. Well, you have to foul, work that clock. And they had 2 to give. You can't take them home with you.
Jump ball. Neal and Federley center court. And Collins comes out with the ball to start the overtime period.
North back in that 2-3 zone.
Loose ball. Hale gets a hand on it. And a jump ball situation, I think.
I don't know if he called a jump ball or a foul. I think he called a foul. He did. So not only does Collins lose the ball possession, they get a foul out of it as well.
Okay. Thought he said it was on 23, but there's no 23. It was 22, I guess.
That's what he's trying to signal, right?
Yeah.
Because 22 already had taken herself out of the game.
Quick inbounds pass and tap back out of bounds by Collins. Interesting choice of inbounds plays there, but here we go now. 3:42 to go in the overtime period, tied at 70. Pass over the hands of Neal. Renfro going to try it herself. Goes all the way but can't finish. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Collins. 70 all, 3:30 to go. Federley quickly inbounds. Back outside. Three-pointer isn't there. Neal with a rebound. She gets it out to Hale, over to Vise. Irwin tries the three, and
Irwin felt like that last one she shot, she made. Obviously felt compelled to shoot again.
well, you know, she has the hot hand.
Well, 1 out of 3 isn't hot.
Again, as soon as they touch it, they shoot it. It's, you know, they're asking for trouble, and there they get it. 72-70 now. Collins up by 2. 2:58 to go in this overtime period. They continue to decide they're just going to shoot the ball immediately. It's going to hurt them. Sophie Hale drives.
Well, you have to play with a purpose. And right now, for North, whoever has it shoots it.
I guess that's their purpose, but it's not been effective for them. First half, different ball game. Loose ball. Federley tried to do too much. Put
Guess
back
who?
by Neal.
Well, the great thing on Neal didn't quit on it. You know, number 11 shot the ball wrong hand, wrong side. You know, 9 times out of 10, that's not going in. But it was nice to see that Riley Neal hustled down, got the missed shot, got fouled, and makes the first of 2.
First lead of the overtime period for North Oldham, who led most of the first half and much of the second, but when it mattered, it was tied at 70. Regulation. Neal hits both free throws. North Oldham by 2. I know our scoring is not official, but I'll be curious to see what she ends up with when it's all said and done.
Well, not only that, but she's going to have shot a remarkable percentage.
Banta for 2. Yes, she really has. She hasn't missed a lot. Vise with the ball, trying to set up the offense. Gets it to Neal. Nice step. And she'll draw the foul. Hammond is going to say it was in the act of shooting, so they'll give her 2. I wasn't sure if they were going to call that a shooting foul or not. Neal finds the hole on the first one. Minute 57 to go in the overtime. 76-74. North Oldham. Here come the Titans. Hammond for 3. That's a lot of air. Ball loose. Picked up by Renfro. Throws it to Federley. It's going to go across midcourt, and over and back will be the call. In that case, you can just let her go get it, because if she touches it, she loses it.
Yes.
You can't lose in that position. Unless you go across and hit it and knock it out of bounds, which they almost did. Inbounds, Sophie Hale goes to her left. Back to Hale. Does it all herself. 4-point lead. Minute 22 to go in the overtime. 78-74. Hammond back outside to Renfro. Turns around. Over to the right side, back to Renfro. Down to Banta. Had the height advantage, and that was frustration, perhaps. Under a minute to go. Vise has it. She'll shoot 2. Probably could have chewed up some seconds there, and they just immediately throw the ball up. Amazing.
Well, it's about knowing time and situation. You're up 4 with the ball. You took the exact shot they wanted you to shoot. An off-balance 3 hits the side of the backboard, and then your team fouls. So what could have been a 4-point lead with the ball winding down, they can cut it to 2 now with plenty of time on the clock.
And the clock not moving. Frick misses the first. Second one forthcoming. They trail by 4, 78-74, 51.4 on the clock. Banta to the bench. Back in the game is Beach. Frick second shot. Not there as well, and Neal gets the rebound.
You know, she's got close to 20 rebounds as well tonight.
And a foul in the backcourt will send Sophie Hale to the 1-1. She's had a great game, any way you slice it.
Very much so. You know, I tell you what, my hat's off to her for the simple fact that if you're playing that well, you're in that zone, you kind of want the ball, and for whatever reason, her teammates kind of quit going to her there in the third quarter.
Riley Neal, just a sophomore. Fourth foul on Sophie Hale sends Olivia Federle to the line with 38.8 seconds. They trail by 4. Federle wisely trying to get contact, and she does. 3-point game, 78-75. Second shot is up, but off the mark, and Neal with a rebound. She draws a lot of attention. Now Hale with it. They're going to have to hustle. They get it across. Vise. When you're getting double teamed, somebody's open. Now they try to chew up a little clock. Neal back out to Vise. 15 seconds. And Federle with a little touch foul. They'll send Sophie Hale to the line to shoot 1-1. 78-75, 13.9 seconds to go, and for all their efforts, I think they may survive this one, but
careful what you wish for when you want to get fouled and you hold on to the ball too long.
78-75, knocked out of bounds, 9.7 seconds to go. 3-point game. Still doable. Timeout taken by Collins. Coach Rogers wants to talk it over. He's got a full timeout called. We'll take a full timeout as well. Stand by. We'll be back right after this.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back here as the overtime period winds down. 9.7 seconds on the clock. 78-75 is the score. North Oldham with the lead. Collins with the ball. Going to inbound it and try to find a three-point play. I assume somebody's going to throw it up from beyond the arc.
Well, a lot of times what you want to do is you pass the ball into the paint. And naturally people assume you're going to shoot it inside, and then you fan it back out.
Three-point shot, not there. Neal get the rebound. And she'll be quickly fouled. 3.7 seconds to go, and that may be all she wrote. Especially if she hits one of these free throws. Neal's previously high scoring was 34.
Well, that's going to be made increasingly harder because Collins' best player and undoubtedly their best three-point shooter, Olivia Federle, has just fouled out, so they won't have her for this last 3.5 seconds. Well, right now, if you're North, you take all your players out of there and you back them up and you just let them go down the floor. What you don't do is you don't foul, you don't reach, you just stand still and the game's over.
80-75. And that's going to be it. Final score in overtime. North Oldham outlasts the Collins Lady Titans 80-75. quite the game, and I don't know the official numbers, but Riley Neal definitely has topped her season high of 34 points tonight. I suspect that she was closer to 40. You think?
I would think she's close to 40 with close to 20 rebounds, if not more.
She had quite the game, and as we have these hybrid boy-girl games, we don't have our standard post game for the girls, but I could say outstanding players of the game tonight. Anderson Sales and Service brings those to us every week. Who would we pick for this girls' game?
Well, if you would have asked me before the game, you probably would have got the same answer. We just, for North, Riley Neal had a heck of a game, and at the same time, for a long time, Olivia Federle, it was like they traded baskets. Y'all see you, I'll raise you, and so forth.
Yep. Good game by both girls, and almost a shame somebody has to lose, but the Titans did. Final 80-75 in overtime, and North Oldham Lady Mustangs pretty happy about that result. Now we turn our attention to the young men, but first they'll have some presentation, some more seniors to be acknowledged. Not as many as earlier. I think he said they only had 3 or 4 they had to do here, so they're getting ready to do that. Any final thoughts on this girls' game before we go all boys here?
Well, you said it earlier on, they were going at such a frenetic pace, even at halftime, 39-34. Both teams scored a lot of points, and they end up 80-75. You don't see many girls get in that territory of points scored.
A lot of points, and really, I don't know what Coach Seeger is going to be able to do with these girls in the postseason, because this is my humble opinion, the girls did not play very well as a team for especially a good portion of that second half.
Well, one of the things I would be concerned about is, how smart we play. It's hard enough to beat your opponent. You don't need to help them. And I thought they got in situations where they got away from what was good for them. And at the same time, late in the game, they did not play time, ball situation very well at all. While nursing a lead, they gave up quick buckets by turnovers, and it made it really hard.
Some seniors being acknowledged tonight. Seniors for the Collins Titans boys team: Tyson Turner, Marcellus Vale, Ben Omer, Davion McKnight, Joshua Scribner, and Jacoby Evans. At least the seniors on the roster that I have. Now, we know these things change quite often.
Well, I think you hit it on the head.
Collins comes into tonight 20-7 on the season. Coach Gaither has another 20-win season under his belt. Got to feel pretty good about that career record here at Collins.
He does a very good job, works at it, and obviously you see the fruits of his labors.
200 wins against 89 losses in his 9-year head coaching career, all of them here at Collins. That's almost a 70% win rate, so 7 out of 10 games.
That's a pretty good deal.
You'll take that every time. You got a chance to speak with him before the game. What did Coach Gaither have to say about his team tonight?
Well, he just talked about how he's blessed to have kids that paid attention, worked hard, and, how it's a long season. You hit bumps in the road, and, he lost a player last week, for a variety of reasons. Things are always unprepared for, but you got to keep on rolling, and that's what he was more concerned about, how his team would play and so forth. So we'll check them out tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Again, same situation as the girls' game. It's senior night. Emotions run high. A lot of times it could be the last time players play on their home court. Not necessarily the case, but it could be. Does that ever factor in as your starting roster or starting lineup?
Does. Oh, sure it does. As a coach, your responsibility is to your team, but you also have responsibilities to individuals. And, a lot of times as a coach, you get accused of looking at the bigger overall picture, and sometimes people neglect to see the little things that you do for individuals and stuff. Senior night is a night to give back to maybe some of those seniors who don't get to play, don't get the limelight and such.
Well, those players being honored right now. We'll go ahead and take a break, come back with more as our coverage transitions to pregame for the boys' game, which is coming up in about 25 minutes or so. So go ahead and stand down, and we'll be back right after this on GLICOD.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Thompson Heating and Cooling in LaGrange. For trusted on-time service, call Thompson at 502-817-3105. Thompson, making people comfortable. ThompsonHeating.net.
And welcome back here. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest, as the pregame festivities come to, well, the honoring of the seniors. So the boys and girls basketball teams just taking place. And then I think in here just a moment, after a couple more photographs taken, we will see the boys come out to begin their warm-ups, and the 20-minute pregame clock will begin at that point. The seniors getting a nice photo op here. 6 boys, 2 girls graduating. Some talent on that floor, Coach.
Very much so. Always a very well-respected athletic program over here at Collins High School.
All right, well, let's go ahead and shift gears a little bit and talk about the North Oldham Mustang. And, Coach David Levitch, his second year helming the program, just under 500 for the career. Oldham himself, now he's taken over the program that he once starred in. This year's team, 15-11. Are they overachievers, underachievers, or are they right where they should be?
Well, that's with or without. And most people would look at you questioningly. What started out is what they had hoped would be a much better year with a early signing prospect in one Justin Powell, who quite frankly has traveled around a lot, played at North as an 8th grader and left them, and had been in 3 other programs and came back last year ruled ineligible, had to sit for a year, and was eligible this year after 2 games. Played a total of 9 games, pulled up hurt, and has since had surgery and is out for the year. Some people said he was a Mr. Basketball candidate, as he was an early signee with Auburn. It's taken the team a little bit, quite frankly, to get used to playing without him. They've retooled, and quite frankly, after watching them 2 weeks in a row, they've gotten to a point where I think they're better now because they all have an understanding of what their roles are. So many times at the high school level, it's about knowing and accepting your role. And right now they're playing pretty well.
I was going to ask you about that. When you have that one standout player, regardless of who he is or the circumstances, and then he's not there, that is a major adjustment for any squad, especially mid-season when you lose someone to an injury.
Well, what happens so many times, Mike, is it isn't just one person, the person who replaces him in the lineup, who has to make adjustments. Sometimes your whole lineup has to make adjustments.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happened with North. It's taken them a while. I like the fact that there is one constant, and their constant was, with or without him, we have to play good defense. And they've done that, and now their offense is starting to come around. People tend to forget last year as an 8th grader, Dallas Roberts averaged in double figures. He's now the grizzly old freshman starting point guard. And quite frankly, you can see the difference in him. They've had a couple of kids move in, and those kids have settled in, and they're now contributing. One of them, an all-8th region pick just this week, in Tyler Higdon, averaging 15 points and 9 rebounds a game. And they had a transfer in from Louisville Ballard, Austin Coles, and what started out his first 2 games I saw was kind of rough. He's since had 4 straight 20-point games, so they're getting better.
You had a chance to speak to head coach Levitch before the game. What were his thoughts on tonight's matchup?
Well, he's a young guy, and he thinks his team can win every game, and he should. So, I think he's got them going in the right direction. I saw him defeat a higher-ranked South Oldham team here a couple weeks ago, and just had an immaculate game plan. And his kids followed it to a T, and it was fun to watch. So he's got good help on the bench. Former girls head coach from Louisville Eastern that's now helping him. And so he's got that grizzled veteran sitting beside him. With his youth and enthusiasm, you've got a guy beside you who's been down that road many times, and Coach Leslie. So those things together, they could be the surprise team.
Well, we will find out here in just a few minutes. We'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll talk about some of the keys to the game tonight and how each team can get the W. We'll do that right after this on GLICOD.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back here, Mike Beck, Gary Forrest. Glad to be with you. And we're looking around at the players on the floor as they go through their warm-ups. And one of the things that we want to talk about right now is Keys to the Game. Keys to the Game tonight brought to you by the Von Pettit Legal Group, located in Pewee Valley. Von Pettit offers 4 decades of experience in legal representation. For more information, visit them at vplegalgroup.com. So what are some of the keys to the game? We'll start with the visitors, out of a courtesy. North Oldham, they got to climb the mountain. What do they got to do to get it to the top?
To tell you the truth, Mike, I think we're getting ready to see a heck of a game. Now, maybe Collins is the favorite. They're playing at home. Sometimes homecomings can be distractions as well as senior nights. They've got 2 Division I player for Collins. You know, everything looks favor, but over the last couple of weeks, and they match up really well. A lot of times that's the key. They match up well against Collins. They're the same type of team. They're gritty. They get down in the trenches, get after one another. You know, and I'd be surprised if the margin either way is more than 5 or 6 points.
All right, well, what about on the other side of the court as Collins comes in?
Score, Mike. They've got 2 kids averaging double figures, and that's usually 9 in, 9. And, you know, I'm looking at the schedule. One, they can have great size. He has good athletic abilities, but he's been very inconsistent. So if he comes out tonight and he has some open able to knock those down early, that's a big plus for Collins.
Any players that we want to keep an eye on for North Oldham? Any specific players? You mentioned Roberts, Carr, Cole, and Higdon. Anybody else?
You got to keep out of foul trouble if you're North, because he really gives you that inside presence. Plus, he's a scorer as well, and he's been susceptible to beginning in foul trouble. So, Higdon you want to watch. You obviously want to watch Roberts. Roberts is just a freshman, and he may be matched up against the best defensive player in our region and maybe in the state, you know, and Davian. You know, and Davian McKnight, a Western Kentucky early signee, you know, just does so many things besides score. So it'll be interesting how they match up. And once again, North, I think, has a little deeper bench, but they've also got to get other points. And the guy that's been giving them to them lately is Carr Cole. Like I said, he scored in the 20s 4 of his last 5 games. He's a streaky 3-point shooter. They're a fun bunch to watch. They're right now over in the Oldham district. 3 of the best teams in the region are right there, and there's not much difference between them.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and take another break, come back, and we'll look to kind of firm up the starting lineups as best we can. It's been one of those nights, folks. Stand by. We'll be back right after this on GLICOD.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back. Here as pregame counts down to our second of two broadcasts tonight. Boys followed the girls' game, a great girls' contest. Decided in overtime, 80-75. North Oldham gets the win on the road tonight. Boys contest coming in just about 7.5 minutes or so. And let's talk about some of these starters that you get. I know we may not know them all because this has been kind of a chaotic night for us. But what do you have as far as starting lineups as far as you see it? I know we're still a few minutes early here.
Let's take a look at Collins, as it is their senior night. And so Coach will go into his bench for a couple of seniors who don't normally start them. So sometimes that changes your
how do the blocks
just your rhythm more than anything, right? I've seen them both good and bad. He'll start Devin McKnight. One of his seniors he won't start because he has 6 seniors is Marcus Vale, averaging 15 points a game. He's already committed to Samford University in the Southern Conference. So for the first time in a long time, he'll come off the bench. Tyson Turner, number 3, he'll be another starter. Number 24, Josh Scribner, a usual starter. And the 2 new guys that come in tonight are Ben Ulmer. Ben Ulmer is number 15. You know, he's a guard. And number 34, Jacoby Evans, plays the inside and out. He'll be a starter for the first time in his career.
Well, that'll be a nice memento.
Sure it is. And, hopefully they can play a while, and kind of work things in. Now, on the other side,
yes,
North Oldham, coached by David Levitz in his second year, as you mentioned. Dallas Roberts, a 5'10 freshman, started as an 8th grader last year. He's number 1. Tom Ashton, number 4, will be the other guard. Tyler Higdon, just named All-Region this week, plays the inside position, averages 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. Austin Carr Cole, a transfer from Louisville Ballard. 4 out of his last 5 games, he's been in 20 points or more. And your other starter, number 15, Luke Berry, averaging 6 points a game. If there is a big difference tonight, it may be North Oldham's bench, as they can go about 8 or 9 deep. Collins, limited, 7, and that's using the 2 seniors who don't play a lot.
Yeah, I saw when we saw them against South Oldham, was it 3-4 weeks ago? I think they may have gone 8 deep, but that was a rare, just for a quick minute or so, not even that long.
Right.
By and large, it was 7 guys that carried the water for them.
It'll be a roll up your sleeves, blue collar type of effort. And North traditionally hasn't been one that wants to play that way. They'd rather run and gun and freelance and such. So it's kind of a battle of styles, if you will. But to North's credit, They've been more of the gritty team here as they've reinvented themselves.
Team still working their shoot around here. Collins gone back inside, took off their warm-ups and come back out in their white uniforms with the light blue numbers. North in the black with the white and teal accents. 4 minutes to go before tip-off. We'll take a break, be back in about 2. Stand by. Basketball coming your way right after this.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
And welcome back. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest here as the pregame continues to roll on, and just a couple minutes before tip-off, at least we think so, and glad to be here tonight. North Oldham on the season 15-11, 20-7 for the Collins Titans. How have these teams fared against some of the other Oldham County schools? I know you've seen a lot of those games.
Well, on common opponents, both have lost to Oldham County. Both have beaten South Oldham. Both have played in the King of the Bluegrass. Titans have probably played a better overall schedule. They wandered in and finished second in the King of the Bluegrass tournament this year. So that's a nod to them.
Okay.
North Oldham, on the other hand, finished either 5th or 6th in the King of the Bluegrass. Out of 16 teams, that's a quite presentable thing. So, you know, when you look at both of them, common opponents, they've beaten some of the same people, lost to some of the people. Preseason, North was picked as one of the teams to look, while Collins was picked as the team. So after retweaking, we're going to find out tonight if North still stands in that same area.
It'll be fun to get this going, and they are going to do the anthem once again as the color guard comes out. And so as they present the colors, we'll go ahead and take another break. And come back after the anthem is played. We'll stay with it until we get there so we don't it's these technical issues, folks. It makes this that much more interesting.
Very
for
much
us.
so.
But always want to honor our flag.
You know, Mike, one of the things I learned a long time ago is when you're dealing with kids and anything in that perimeter, you got to roll with the punches. You have to be flexible.
Yep. We've had a few of those punches tonight, but we're still here. So colors now on the floor. And with that, we'll go ahead and take our break. We'll be back in just about 2 minutes, folks. Stand by You're watching GLICOD's coverage of Kentuckiana High School basketball.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back here. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest as the starting lineups introduced for North Oldham. Dallas Roberts, Austin Carr Cole, Thomas Ashton, Luke Berry, and Tyler Higdon. As Coach Forrest shared with you just a few minutes ago, no changes at the last minute. That stuff happens though, don't it?
It does.
And now for the Titans. Titans starters, Marcellus Vale not starting tonight. He gets a start so often. Jacoby Evans gets the call. Tyson Turner Ben Omer, and then the final senior, Davion McKnight. And we will get this thing underway here. Higdon in the center circle. I suppose he's going up against McKnight for the tip. Or not. Maybe nobody wants it. There's Mr. McKnight. And here we go, folks. Get ready. 32 minutes of basketball coming your way, unless we get some overtime, like we did in the girls' game.
Why not? They pay us extra for that, don't they?
I'll let you talk to Chris about it. McKnight and Higdon in the center circle. Tip controlled by Collins. Here we go. We'll see this offense for the first time with a couple of unusual parts out there. A couple of guys getting some playing time to start on their senior night. McKnight puts it on the floor. Now to Omer, back outside, shot taken, In and out by Evans, not there. Had a good look and a whistle. And somebody outran their shoe. That would be Ben Omer.
Well, you get your first start, and the first thing you do is you run out of your shoe.
He was going to play without it, too. He just went on down.
There you go.
I like his determination. The referee stopped the play. Ben wasn't going to say anything about it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how long Shelby stays with this unit on senior night. If it's quick and out, that usually means they're behind and things aren't going well.
Higdon with it. Goes right, attacking, inside out. And a whistle down in the paint. Who'd they get? Omer picks up his first foul.
So he runs out of his shoe, and then he gets his foul. So he's in the book.
That's right, he played. Pass into Higdon. Puts it on the floor and almost knocked away. Gets it back. Roberts, nice start, stop. Just couldn't quite finish, and McKnight goes up high for the rebound. He wanted that one badly. Thomas Ashton denied him, but committed the foul.
Well, the problem was Ashton got beat. Roberts tried to take the charge, but he was too far under the basket, so that's a no call. You know, even though he was standing still, you have to allow the man the room to come down. So the foul gets tagged on Ashton.
McKnight shoots two.
And if you're going to beat Collins, you've got to make McKnight shoot from the outside.
Missed his first free throw, second one forthcoming. 6:55 to go, first quarter. We finally have a score. It's 1-0.
Little 2-2-1 just to speed them up a little bit, and then they'll fall back man to man.
Berry with the ball. Nice move to the hole and gets it to roll in. Luke Berry with two. 2-1. 6:30 to go. First quarter. McKnight. Turner. Back around, now in the hands of Turner again. Spin move.
Well, remember what we talked about with Turner. If he can get out of the box and score early, he gives them that third score.
Roberts tried to way too much. Higdon couldn't finish. Turner with a little help from McKnight. McKnight finishes it. He'll get the points. Berry picks up the foul. 5-2. Here in the early goings, just under 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Collins with the lead. McKnight ball gets to the hands of Evans. To Turner, back to Evans. Collins playing a little more patient. Something we didn't see much in the girls' game was a lot of patience where they just bring it out and kind of look, set things up. McKnight going to do it himself. Nope. Creates opportunities for others. Scriber for two. 7-2. Collins up by 5. 5:22 to go first quarter. Long three from Austin Carr Cole, not there. And Berry going to get run over by Turner. Did they get him a foul or just say that he knocked him
Stepped
out of bounds?
Stepped out of bounds.
Evans to Turner, back to Evans for three. That one's his.
Evans.
He wanted that one.
Well, you asked the question, how do teams respond sometimes during senior nights? There's a pretty good scenario right there. On the positive side for Collins, 10-2. And one of the non-starters who made his start tonight, Jacoby Evans, just bust a three.
Pretty happy about that as well. Quick look at the scoreboard. The score is coming in now at the end of one. Oldham County leads Bullitt Central 20-16. And South Oldham on top of Walton Verona 25-13 at the end of one. Here, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Game got underway a little bit later because of the doubleheader. 10-2 is a nice start if you're Collins.
You can't ask any better. And remember, that's being done with one of your guys not starting tonight that is already signed to play Division I basketball.
And that is Vale, and I'm sure we'll see him soon enough. Evans gets that three, and everybody on the bench and all the fans very happy for him as well. Higdon stripped to the ball, and Evans gets it out to McKnight. Here they come on the attack again, up by 8, 10-2, 4:30 to go. First quarter score. McKnight, nice pass to Evans. He'd love to get a second. McKnight puts it back down on the floor. Corner shot. Scriber for three, I'm sorry. 13-2. And Coach Levitch will be calling a timeout here in just a moment if he isn't already thinking about it. Jump ball. Roberts goes down in trouble. Gets tied up with Evans.
You know, one of the things we talked about, Mike, is this Collins bunch. They're not very deep, but man, are they gritty, and they play really tough defense, and we're seeing it right now, whether it be your usual starters or not. They haven't lost a step defensively.
Inbounds pass to Higdon. Ian Higdon, freshman, checks in, number 3. There's a three-point attempt, not on the mark. Ian Higdon with the rebound. And Tyson Turner with a rejection.
Ouch.
Smacked that one hard. Tyson Turner get a little love from the fans. 13-2. Into Roberts. Loses it on the floor, and Evans comes up with it. Gets it down to McKnight. Turns around, shoots. It's going to be short. McKnight, a great defender. His outside shot a little off tonight.
No, it's usually that way. If there is a weakness, he doesn't shoot it well from the outside.
3.5 to go first quarter. 13-2. Collins exploded out to an early lead. Higdon all alone all of a sudden in the paint. Gets his first two. Tyler Higdon, that is. 13-4. 3:14 first quarter.
North staying in that man-to-man. They're in this whole.
McKnight, nice step. Just got past Ashton.
Well, the problem was he got beat by Ashton, and then there was no help. His teammates left him on an island. Ashton's got his hands full, and he needs a little help defensively.
Roberts picks up his dribble. Is going to have to get some help himself. Higdon to Higdon, and that's a turnover. 15-4, 2:42 to go, first quarter.
All right, now we have the subs in for Collins, so now you got your regular starters in, and they can say they didn't lose a step with the two non-starter seniors. Gave them a great 6 minutes here this first quarter.
Dawson Eden checks in. That bucket from Aaron Thompson. Rebound by Turner. McKnight, that's the hands of Vale.
Vale, a really good outside shooter.
Oh, wow. Nice move. Nice shot. 19-4. Collins making a statement here in the first quarter. 1:57 to go.
8 out of 10 shots made buckets for Collins. 80% here this first quarter.
Red hot. Higdon probably shouldn't be bouncing that ball as much as he was. And the jump ball situation.
That's 3. Higdon's fumbled and mishandled inside tonight. Collins doing a great job of digging down, getting a hand in there.
Austin Carcole and Thomas Ashton will go take a breather. in the game, Jack Scales.
Freshman.
Luke Berry also back in the game. Roberts knocks into the hands of Tyler Higdon. And he throws it away. And North is not clicking tonight.
No, not anything at all, as I've seen them over the last weeks or so. And turnovers already their fourth. Look very disjointed. You would maybe expected that out of Collins, playing some guys that aren't normally starters, but it's the Mustangs that look a little dysfunctional.
McKnight out, checking in. Darian Crittenden for Collins. So the only guy that started tonight still on the floor is Turner. Crittenden. Now back to the hands of Turner. There it is. Off the glass, Aaron Thompson for 2.
9 out of 11.
Under a minute to go in the first quarter, 21-4. Explosive opening for Collins. Barry steps inside the arc, puts it up, not there. Rebound loose. Higdon had it for a second. And they call that jump ball pretty quick.
Well, it's a safety thing, and I think a good choice. You know, if you wait a little bit, somebody wants to roll over, maybe an elbow gets thrown.
Ankle gets turned.
Yep.
Higdon with the ball. Barry from the corner. Nothing but net on that 3. 21-7 is the score. 34 seconds in the first quarter. Coach Gaither saying, slow it down. Let's use up the last minute here.
A little 1-2-2 right now.
Back out to Turner. Vale telling him, listen, one, guys, just one. One shot. We're up by 14. Crittenden throws it away. Ian Higdon will take it the other way. The basket, and he'll have a bonus shot. That's not what you wanted to do if you're Collins. 21-9. Ian Higdon will get a free throw. Didn't see who committed that foul. But I saw who hit the free throw. 21-10. Turner for 3. It's in. It's good. 24-10 at the buzzer. At the end of 1. Collins 24. North Oldham 10. We'll take a break. Be back right after this on GLICOD.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
What if I told you that one group had relationships that ran the media gamut and could cross-promote your business accordingly? For a creative, solutions-driven approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back here. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest. 1 quarter in the books, 24-10. The result, Collins explodes in that first quarter. They shot the lights out.
10 out of 12 field goals.
I think any coach would be happy with that.
South 1-2-2 now, trapping the ball a little bit. And force a
turnover.
Force a turnover. I thought they might have got bumped a little bit, but right in front of the North Oldham bench, they got the benefit of the doubt.
Dallas Roberts brings it up.
Roberts right now, not able to get a shot off.
Ian Higdon tried something special.
Little jump stop reverse, but couldn't finish.
Vale, speaking of finishing,
Well,
he finishes nice.
that's 9 baskets in a row now, not to mention 11 out of 13.
Roberts going to try to go high. Vale gets the rebound. They're not getting any second attempts.
No, it's 1 and out.
Oh, nice move by Crittenden. Collins is putting on a show right now, 27-10. Cross-court pass in the hands of Barry. Higdon back outside. Roberts attacks. Little floater can't get it to drop. And here goes Crittenden again. Nice assist from McKnight. Saw him open. Scales back to Roberts. Working against Crittenden. Just got to feel that confidence starts to bleed into everybody. Higdon gets another point there. 28-10, but the confidence that Collins players are playing with.
Well, they're beaming with it right now.
Like everything they put up's dropping. And I saw them, like I said, against South Oldham, and they played a good game, ended up getting the win that night, but they're playing in a different place right now.
Well, they're very well coached. Oh. And even good coaching.
Thompson.
Can't guide all those in.
Thompson has 6 on the night, 30-10.
14 of 16 for Collins.
Was that a timeout call, or what
I
was
think you might have a player with blood.
that? Roberts
Yep.
going to the bench.
And as a result, that's allowed them to make the subs.
All right. Well, 20-point lead here in the second quarter, 5:47 on the clock. This is starting out fantastic if you're a Collins fan. North Oldham, this is a nightmare beginning. Austin Carr Cole back in the ball game. Ashton as well. Barry, Ian Higdon, and Tyler Higdon. Almost a turnover. Cole for 3. Carr Cole.
Well, that's what he does well. In given room, he will shoot it without hesitating.
30-13, 5:47 second quarter. Crittenden down inside. Vale comes out with it. Back to Crittenden for 3. What, they miss? Didn't know they could do that. And a whistle.
Well, scoreboard, it's hard enough for North to score, but they just hit a 3 and they haven't given them credit for it. So
I'm not sure why they hadn't, but I'm sure that'll be pointed out by someone.
yeah, very much. It's hard enough as it is. Their scorekeepers should be telling it, but I don't see him.
I think there's a scoreboard malfunction here. I'm not sure what's going on because this scoreboard on our side does not match up the scoreboard over there. Now they're both off. That's even worse. Now they're back on. The score is 32-15.
Well, it looks like they might have gained 2 points. I thought it was 13. I don't remember a bucket being hit, but
yeah, I'm confused. But this has been par for the course.
That's the only thing that's been able to slow Collins down.
32-15 is what's on the scoreboard. I believe there was a foul on Mark Hutzel, which gave the ball to North Oldham, but it's all unclear. All I know is Collins up by 17. Barry pulls the trigger on a 3, not there. McKnight, easy rebound.
Too many threes. You got to be careful trying to catch up with the 3.
Vale went to go baseline. Ball knocked out of bounds by Ian Higdon. Vale will inbound it. Throws it in to McKnight. Evans back in the ball game. He had a nice start. If I'm coach, I put those seniors back in. They started off hot.
Excuse me.
Cross court pass to Vale. McKnight trying to get Evans open for that three, it felt like. McKnight missed his shot, gets his own rebound, and throws up an opportunity to be fouled is what that was.
Well, as we mentioned tonight, you know, if there is a chink in the armor of McKnight, is he just doesn't stroke the ball well. He does everything else well. And he showed you right then he missed it, but he knew he missed it, went and got it, got fouled.
Tyler Higdon called for the foul on that play. (33-15). McKnight hits his free throw, but misses the second.
Lane violation on McKnight.
(33-15). 4:21 to go, second quarter. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest here as Collins has the lead over North Oldham. At the half, updated score, Oldham County leads Bullitt Central. They exploded there, 51-26.
That's the way Oldham plays. They play in spurts.
They had a big one. Ashton, Ian Higdon, foot slipped, got rid of it somehow, back to Roberts. Carr Cole, now to Roberts. Cross to Ashton. Defense from Collins just taking away all the good looks. Carr Cole found something.
Well, I mean, the word's out. Carr Cole, you've got to crowd him. You can't give him good looks. You've got to make him put the ball on the floor, and they gave him a little much room there, and he's deadly if left alone.
33-18, 3:28 to go, second quarter. Collins with the lead. Super hot first quarter, cooled off just a bit, but still playing very well here in the second. McKnight saw that coming from a mile away. 35-18, 3:07 to go. Second quarter. Collins up 17 again. Roberts double teamed, in trouble. Gets it to Higdon. Higdon, that didn't, that's not how he drew it up.
I don't
say
think
that.
so.
Turner to Evans for three, in and out. Carr Cole with a rebound. Takes it back. He can't get it to fall. Higdon rebound. And contact called. Aaron Thompson going to get rung up, I believe. That's just his first foul, but they say it's a shooting foul. And so Tyler Higdon will shoot two from the line.
Higdon, a streaky shooter, shoots about 64%. First one didn't look too good.
You know, you get off to such a bad start, psychologically it starts getting in your head a little bit.
Very much so.
Both of his free throws were not really close even. Collins attacking on offense. Turner gave it to Thompson and couldn't get there. Carr Cole facing up against Vale. Down to Higdon, baseline. And pitter patter.
Higdon just not into it right now. Double dribbled the ball and knew it immediately when he did it.
Vale down there is Thompson.
Just way too easy. You know, the North bunch right now really looks deflated. Their bench, their effort on the floor, just really out of whack.
Ashton goes to his right, tries to make a move down the lane, and will draw a whistle.
Well, this is no place to be a finesse player. You know, Collins is going to make you play. They're aggressive. They're a grinding type of team. And they're going to make you earn everything that you get on the offensive end.
Ashton from the free throw line.
Mike, it's almost to the point where with a big lead, North has decided, you know, the three is the way to up. And, you know, it can sometimes catch you up or it could sometimes bury you.
Gets one, misses the second. Turner with the ball. McKnight stops, aims, fires. Got 10 points quietly, 39-19, a 20-point lead, minute 20 to go. Collins really putting on a show here on senior night. Cole, long three. It's there. And we get a whistle on McKnight. That's just a foul, but that puts the team in the...
Well, Higdon was just at the line and missed both of them, neither very close.
We got a buzzer.
I'm not sure why. It should have been a bonus. It wasn't a two-shot foul. I think it's our mystery scoreboard acting up again.
Yeah. Been one of those nights here at Collins High School. February 18th. Turner out to Vale, working against Higdon. Nice little shoulder move, and gets the point. Marcel, two.
Well, the thing to do against Higdon is use his quick jumping ability against him, and Vale did just that. Lifted him, got him up in the air, and stepped through.
North 24. We'll take a break. Be back with our halftime coverage after this on GLICOD.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, technicians, and the widest selection of innovative products. This with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trailville.
LaGrange Service Center, professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably more in West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Metro Windows. Replace your old rotted windows today. Call Kyle at 502-550-1489. That's Metro Windows at 502-550-1489.
And welcome back here. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest. It's halftime here at Collins High School, where the Titans opened up a nice 17-point spread over the North Oldham Mustangs, 41-23, and I don't think anybody saw it being that big of a gap.
No, it didn't. I'm totally shocked, but, hats off to Collins. They came out and officially just dissected North to pieces. Looking at our stat total, we thought they shot it well the first quarter. They equaled it the second. They're 18 of 24 shots on basket for the first half. Totally have North Oldham confused. And when you build a lead that big, North has fallen into the trap many teams fall into, is that they try to get back in the game by shooting quickly. And they've made a few threes, but not enough to make the difference.
Yeah, it's been tough. Well, scoring, I don't have totals because there was some weird scoreboard glitch, and both teams magically had more points when it came back on than when it went off. So somehow we missed it, but really the leading scorer for the Mustangs is Austin Carr-Cole. He's got 9, 3 threes. And then on the other side of the floor, Davion McKnight has 10. Aaron Thompson with 8. Marcellus Vale off the bench with 6. So they've got a balanced attack going up against a North Oldham team that's just kind of flat tonight. Bad night to be flat, huh?
Well, you can't afford to do that against a really good team like Collins. On the road, you're already spotting them home court advantage, and it'll be interesting to see if there's any more fire in them. We looked down at their bench at one time, and nobody's sitting on the edge of their chairs really into the game or anything. It's like, woe is me.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with scoreboard update and our halftime at
You can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that could put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
And welcome back, Mike Beck, Gary Forrest here as halftime starts to draw to a close. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard, shall we? Kind of update you on what we're seeing out there. Scoreboard update brought to you by the Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County, reminding you that all Oldham County high school campuses are smoke-free. United Voices, Healthy Choices. Oldham County's pulled out to a 36-point lead at the end of three. They lead Bullitt Central 79-43. And the last updated score at the half, 40-27. They're probably very close to the end of the third quarter on that one as well. As the scores come to us, we'll pass them on to you. Appreciate Coalition for a Healthy Oldham County, our scoreboard sponsor tonight. Let's talk about halftime adjustments. North's got a lot to do. I don't think Collins needs to do anything, really, other than just keep doing what them. What do you do if you're the coach of North?
Well, first thing you do to your kids, you look them straight in the eye and say, this really is going to judge your manhood tonight. And, it starts with every possession the third quarter. Can't get it all back at once. Be following the poison pill of shooting the threes and let that take. But more than anything, you really haven't concentrated any effort on the boards or defensively. That's where it starts.
All right. Just 20 seconds to go. We'll pick this thing up. 41-24 is the score. With our signal issues tonight, our scoreboard graphic not working, not able to get enough bandwidth to get that up. But we are bringing you the game, so I will do my best to keep that score fresh for you as much as possible. Knowing that normally you just see it, but now I have to tell you. I'll pretend it's radio. 41-24 is the score here as the second half gets underway, and Mustangs start with the ball. And here they come. Ashton brings it up.
Collins back man-to-man.
Carr Cole inside to Higdon. Cole misses. Tyler Higdon with a putback.
Well, Carr Cole with a quick three. Higdon cleans up the mess off the boards. So you got one good thing, one bad thing on the first possession.
Looks like the normal starters are in for Collins now. Vale, McKnight. Nice control, but couldn't get it to drop that time. Ian Higdon with the rebound. Roberts, no points tonight. Gets it over to Carr Cole. Back to Roberts, and knocked out of bounds by Aaron Thompson. Scriber on the floor, McKnight, Vale, Thompson, and Turner. Your five Titans that start the second half. Ashton, Carr Cole. Gets it down to Tyler Higdon. He waits a while, and that gives the defense a chance to slap.
He holds it too long.
Turner missed the layup. McKnight, quick hustle, can't get it. Turner flaps around, but it ends up with Ian Higdon.
Got a little too cute then.
And the foul committed. Thompson picks up his second foul, and that's the first foul of the second half. 6:43 to go, third quarter. 41-26. A lot of coaches have told me over the years, I imagine you as well, that the first few minutes out of the halftime really tell you if any adjustments are going to work or not.
It usually shows if the kids are paying attention. You know, it sets the tone.
Ian Higdon sits down, and Barry back in.
Got
I guess Higdon's
blood
got a
on
little blood.
Higdon. Yep. Barry sitting on the bench now gets to come in and shoot free throws. They're going to wipe a little blood off the floor. So that's a pretty good deal.
So timeout.
The guy that gets hurt, he doesn't get to shoot the free throws. Guy sitting on the bench doing nothing, he gets honored by shooting the free throws.
Yeah, but now you can be the GOAT.
Oh, yeah.
If you come out cold. Will they let him go back in since they've taken
Not
this
in
timeout?
this same possession.
I know folks at home watch this, don't always go, okay, what happened here? Let's just say this. Blood on the court is bad. You know, if you're Michael Jackson and it's on the dance floor, that's a different thing. But on the floor of the basketball court, not good. 41-26, 15-point spread.
Got the magic blood buster being sprayed on the floor by the trainer.
Bloodbuster.
Oh, yeah, that's what they call it.
You can pick that up at Dollar General.
I'm not sure if that's a Dollar Tree item or not, but it's probably the same stuff.
I imagine commercials for that would be quite unusual.
Bloodbuster.
Bloodbuster. So they're attending to the floor here. Pretty bad they make the players do all the wiping themselves.
Well, the sad thing about it is, unfortunately, the trainer had gloves on. The players using their bare hands and a towel.
Yeah. Just a little blood. What's that amongst friends? Barry checks in. He'll shoot the free throws on behalf of Ian Higdon, who went out with the bleeding. And he misses the first.
That'd be a lesson for those out there listening. If you're a young person sitting on the bench, maybe complaining that you should be playing more, at any time you can come in. And Barry comes in, makes one of two, and Higdon looks to be checking back in.
First opportunity. Turner starts to his left. Thompson has it now. McKnight working against Ashton, and he'll draw the foul. Ashton frustrated by that exchange, but not much he could do.
Well, McKnight is just going to drop his shoulders like a bull in a china shop. He's going to take you in the paint, and you better be straight up. And he's just strong enough you can hit him, and he's still going to get a shot off. Not a great free throw shooter.
3 out of 5 so far tonight. Barry back out. Ian Higdon back in. McKnight right at the 500 mark, 3 out of 6. And a jump ball. Interesting call. I don't think any North Oldham player actually had possession of that ball or even a good touch on it.
Well, it could have been a foul. So they got the better of the two calls, even though the ball went back to Collins.
42-27, 6:22 to go, third quarter. Collins on top, up by 15. And the inbounds ball in to McKnight. Vale back to McKnight. Turner just around the horn. I like the way Vale runs that offense. He just looks for an opportunity. Feels like his eyes are always moving, kind of like a quarterback. Missed shot. They've cooled off a little bit, haven't they?
Yeah, it's a different rhythm here.
Roberts yet to get on the board tonight. Really hadn't even had a good look. Ran into the arms of McKnight, but after he took steps. Second half a little more sluggish than the first. Vale stops 3. made it look easy.
Only a 2, foot on the line.
Oh, they gave him a 2.
Got to know where you're at, and Vail was guilty of not knowing. So that's the longest 2 you can make.
Missed it by that much. Higdon baseline move. Back to Ashton. Roberts for 3. Dallas Roberts finally on the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, and it was kind of an odd way. It took 3 passes along the baseline to get it to him. And he wasn't the original man intended.
Scriber with the ball. Patience pays off. 46-30, 4:54 in the third quarter.
Good teams don't beat themselves, Mike, and you're seeing an example of Collins right there in this done-through defense.
McKnight putting on a show, 48-30. Carr Cole has it now.
If you're Coach Gaither, this is what you want on senior night. He's getting some more of his seniors who started the game back into the game probably far earlier than they normally would.
Higdon's shot goes in. Turner comes in with a hard foul to no avail. Coach Levitt pretty unhappy about that. Thought it was flagrant. And a timeout taken by Coach Gaither, probably wisely so, to calm things down just a wee bit.
I don't know if I'm Coach Gaither, if I want to call a timeout right now, because Coach Levitt was really walking the tight wire getting the technical.
They take a break. We'll take one as well. Stand by. We'll be right back.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway, next door to Mail High. You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
You know, I mean, Higdon's still banging in there, and he's getting points the way he normally does, but if anything, you mentioned it earlier, Collins is obviously not going to shoot as well as they did the first half, the second half, but the margin really hadn't changed a lot.
Higdon finishes the three-point play, 48-33. Welcome back here.
2-2-1 press put on by North now, trying to get the tempo.
Three-point shot up and delivered by Ben Omer, another one of the seniors getting on the scoring action tonight.
And it's been easy for both he and Evans because they faced basically point-blank open shots.
Higdon working against McKnight. Can't get it to drop. McKnight pitches it back to Vail. Long, and the rebound to Higdon. And wisely pulls it up. He was outnumbered. Roberts just not getting enough open look to pull the trigger. Carr Cole felt good about that. And Ian Higdon tried to put it back in, but he was fouled, so he's going to get to shoot too.
Well, let's be interesting. That was a tip attempt, and on a tip attempt, that's not called a shot. So he really should have the ball out of bounds. So the officials, I think, on that case,
missed the call.
Yeah, it wasn't a shot.
North Oldham's woes continue. They're not very efficient from the free throw line tonight. They've missed about as many as they've made. 50% free throw shooting, not going to get it done. Shot went in, not went in. I think the Band-Aid flew off his hand. It's on the floor right now. And we're going to get a whistle
Offensive foul on McKnight. Use that offhand to clear out.
I don't think they see that there's a Band-Aid on the floor. Yeah. Ian Higdon picks up his Band-Aid, throws it off the floor.
Throws it at a cheerleader, it appears.
Dude, that is not how you...
Yeah, not winning any points that way.
You're not going to woo a young lady with the... Yeah. Outside Carr Cole for three. He get bopped. Vale tagged him. Will he shoot three?
Quite frankly, I thought he fouled him after the shot.
They're going to give him a three-shot.
Oh, yeah.
51-33. A little bit of a break. Take their points anywhere they can get them.
Yeah, right now they will.
Two more attempts here from Austin Carr Cole. In case you're wondering about his last name, it's not a one word, it's a hyphenated Carr dash or hyphen Cole. Hits two. 3 for 3. Well, that's one way to get a three-pointer. 51-36. And Higdon goes in hard against Evans.
You know, Higdon's built pretty solidly, but Evans is that compact build.
It looks like a fire plug out there.
Low center of gravity. You know, he just kind of got up, dusted himself off, and
ain't nothing but a thing. Vale into Omer, back to Vale. Around the horn we go. Spin move. Can't get it to drop. That was Dawson Eden getting some playing time tonight. Roberts behind the back dribble. Cross court pass now to Carr Cole. Gets a little bit of an opening off the mark. Higdon taps, can't get it to go. Back out to Roberts, and they start it again. Ashton back to Roberts. Long three. There it is. 6 points for Roberts tonight, 51-39. Now it's back to 12. And that was Mark Hutzel. Couldn't quite finish that play. Pretty much everybody getting a shot. And there's Carr Cole again for another three. We got a single-digit ball game now, 51-42. Evans to Vale. Coach Gaither trying to get his team slowed down just a bit. Think about what you're doing. Davion McKnight on the bench. Some reserves getting some playing time. Evans to Vale. Fast first step by Vale. What great body control. Up to 10 points now from Marcellus Vale. 53-42. Roberts working on Omer. Ian Higdon out to Carr Cole.
I thought Higdon missed his brother on the block.
Stripped. Omer takes the distance. He's got 5 points now. Long pass, Roberts for three. He's wide open. Don't leave him open. He now has 12.
Well, that's 5 threes this quarter by North. What do I know about catching up with the three?
55-45, and a little ticky-tack reaching foul. That's just his first foul. 13.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter, 55-45. And North Oldham, after a sluggish start to the third quarter, has found a little bit of a rhythm and cut it to 10. Collins playing for one shot, I would think. How he did that, I don't know, but it was Vale. Did it by himself, 57-45. Three's up, it's away, and it's off the mark. At the end of three, Collins 57, North Oldham 45. Take a break and be back with the fourth quarter right after this on GLICOD.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back. Here's the fourth quarter about to get underway. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest, and you were talking during the break. What was one of the big differences for North Oldham in that third quarter?
Well, we talked about how North most noticeably made the 5 3-pointers to kind of hedge back. But I think the big thing was they got on the boards. Already in the third quarter, they got more rebounds than they did the entire first half, so a little more aggressive.
12-point ball game, 57-45. Carr Cole around to Ashton. Back outside to Roberts. Roberts makes his move. Draws contact from Ben Omer.
Roberts a little more aggressive this second half after going scoreless the first half. A little more pep in his step.
Say that was a shooting foul. Roberts will get to shoot two, and after this point, North will be in the bonus. They need every one of these free throws going forward if they want to have a prayer. McKnight and Scriber check in.
Yeah, I like the way Coach has done a good job supplementing his kids in. He doesn't usually have a deep bench, but with senior night, he's giving those kids some minutes, and he's keeping that good player in with that group, and that helps them out, takes the pressure off of them.
Scriber. Evans.
Fucks the guys that don't normally get to play a lot, and their teammates are taking care of them.
Scriber could have easily turned and tried to make that on his own, but saw his teammate there. Would have had much cleaner look, gave it to him, paid off. Roberts is now up to 14 points in the game after a quiet start. Higney goes in, draws a foul.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching McKnight. McKnight is like a one-man center fielder. You know, in softball you had the guy called a rover, and he was all over the place. That's exactly how McKnight, he's a very intelligent player, and defensively he's helping out, and particularly on Higdon inside. He's always aware where his man is, but at the same time, he's where the ball is going to go.
I like his anticipation. You know, he's always like thinking almost a step ahead and putting himself in places where he can be successful.
Those are those little intangibles that don't show up on the scoreboard, but if you go to the game and you're a true fan, you watch it and you see those things. Like he's not flamboyant. He just goes about his business and plays hard.
Got a good, quick first step. And there's one that just tossed away.
That one kind of sailed on him.
Thought it was tapped, but they're trying to sell it, and ref isn't buying.
Well, North can get this thing under double figures here.
59-49, 7-minute mark, fourth quarter. Ashton working against Vale, now to Higdon. Probably not the most reliable player starting out that far with a dribble.
Now Higdon is a 1-2 dribble at the most player.
Roberts tried too much. Comes up short. McKnight, he'll do it.
And they quietly go about their business.
That was a big possession. An opportunity for North to get into single digits again. Couldn't quite get it done. This time they worked against each other. Omer and McKnight trying for the rebound, and they knocked it out of bounds. Good hustle, though. Omer checks out. Thompson back in. Mustang ball quickly into Roberts. Baseline. Feeds it over to Ashton. Carcole. He's in a tall forest there. Vale. Great athleticism.
See, they let them cut it to 8, and now they pushed it back out to 14.
Roberts loses control, loses possession.
I think McKnight's presence there did a lot of that.
McKnight gets it into the half court, double teamed. Got to be an open man somewhere. Back to McKnight, pulls up on a 3, little long. Scriber, long rebound, gets it out to McKnight.
Collins, no hurry.
5:36 to go, 63-49 the score. Collins on top, 14-point advantage. Ball in the hands of Vale. McKnight.
Burn a little time right now, get the shot they want.
Scriber thought Vale was about to zig, and he zagged.
You know, just exactly what I was thinking, and that's scary.
5:17 to go. Time starting to run out on North Oldham. If they're going to make a run, it's going to have to start right here. Higdon works hard, pays off.
No quitting, Higdon. You know, he'll fight you to the end.
63-51. McKnight, good ball handling. Down into Vale, back around. McKnight.
You know, even though it's on Higdon, that's probably not a bad foul.
No.
For the simple fact that, unfortunately, they're not in the bonus. If you're going to foul somebody, McKnight, the way he shot it tonight, might be the guy.
Ian Higdon checks out. Ball in. Vale's got it.
Clear out with the inside arm. Offensive foul against Vale.
They shoot a 1-and-1 on that?
No, player possession.
Gotcha. Carcole to Luke Berry, who's back in the ball game. Sloppy pass, and McKnight, his anticipation.
It's like a praying mantis over on the wing. He just laid back and invited that pass to Roberts, and all of a sudden, boom, there that hand was.
Yeah, it's like that cornerback that stays a step off the receiver, daring you to make the throw.
There's a reason they're doing that.
Yeah. We'll take a break. Be back after this on GLICOD. Stay with us.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at 6520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, CrestwoodCoinLaundryKY.com.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Mike Beck, Gary Forrest here at Collins High School as the Titans play host to the North Oldham Mustangs, and they have the lead, 63-51, 4.5 to go, fourth quarter. Doubleheader night. North Oldham girls got the win in overtime earlier, 80-75. Collins, they don't want to get blanked twice. Higdon goes up, and they say he was fouled. Fans didn't like it. Dawson Eden called for the foul, and Higdon will shoot a couple. Shot bounces off. Every one of these free throws is critical at this point. Sometimes I see players get up there and they almost look like they're too lackadaisical.
Well, you got to be cool. I want to look at that steely-eyed guy on there looking at the rim, and he's locked in. It's the guy I want to see.
Clock down to 4 minutes to go. Eden gives it to Evans.
Now, you got a few subs in. You might want to waste a few fouls on them to get them on the line.
See what they can do?
Yeah, because normally they haven't been in those positions. I'm looking at my man Evans. He's had a solid game tonight, but I want to see him on the line late.
McKnight toying with Ashton. Goes in and creates contact.
If there's been a chink in the armor tonight, it's the fact that as well as they shot at the first half, we have to look at the shots they made. And a lot of them were layups. And they really haven't shown the consistency from outside or from the line. And, if you're going to win in tournaments, you got to make free throws.
McKnight 4 out of 7 thus far tonight, 64-51. Now he's up over 50%. 5 out of 8.
But you're a point guard, your point guard's got to shoot a better percentage than that because he's going to handle the ball a lot of the time.
65-51. Barry with a layup. Little trap there. Vail in trouble. Calls timeout.
Well, this may be over by 11.
Maybe.
It's been a long one. Anytime you have doubleheaders, end of the year, because of all the things you got going on, I think half the student population of Collins got some sort of award tonight on senior night.
It seemed that way. Well, this game isn't over yet, but a couple others of notable interest are Oldham County Health Department scoreboard update. Oldham County gets the win tonight against Bullitt Central, 87-54. South Oldham wins by a similar margin against Walton Verona, 86-55. So Oldham County representing tonight. North on the short end of their stick, though. Down by 12, 65-53. Knocked out of bounds. McKnight wanted a foul, didn't get one. He's created a lot of contact, but they didn't give him that one. Eden to inbound the ball. Tosses it in to Thompson. Three-pointer off the mark. Roberts rebounds. Dribbles off the foot of a Titan. Higdon somehow finishes that up. Higdon close to 20 points now. Ben Omer, 67-55. Straight and punches at this point, it's not getting it done. Roberts for three, off the mark. And they're going to say Collins ball. Cole tried to sell it. Ref wasn't buying. Oh, they called a foul.
Yeah, that's what he called a reach over foul. And that, you had an official right on the baseline looking for help, and a guy out at half court comes in and makes the over the back call.
12-point lead, 2 minutes, 37 seconds to go. Omer misses the first end of the free throw.
Well, they leave the door open a little bit.
Barry for three, too much. Vail gets the rebound. Omer brings it up. Loses the ball, but gets a retained possession. Thompson was able to pick it up. McKnight. He looked like a panther out there ready to attack.
Well, it kind of looked like a Mr. Gadget. Had that ball in that hand, and all of a sudden it just started to extend.
Somehow Thompson ends up at the line. Did not hear who that foul was on. There was a lot of contact underneath, though. Thompson's played a good game, quiet game, 9 points. Their lead is 13, 68-55, 2:06 on the clock. Couple of nice free throws from Thompson. Barry baseline. Too hard to Carr Cole. That's like a Brett Favre pass in there.
Carr Cole has gotten hit every which way but once. Started off with his own teammate hitting him in the face with a deflected pass. He got the ball back, drove down the paint, and I think every Collins player got a piece. So he's earned these free throws.
He'll shoot 2. You say he's getting almost 20 a game the last 4 nights.
Right. Now he's a volume shooter. Shoots a lot of threes. And the book is, force him to put it on the floor.
He's got 14 tonight. 69-57. Vail couldn't get it done. McKnight looked like he came down a little awkwardly. Seems to be okay.
No, they've called a foul on the rebound by Tyler Higdon, and I thought it was an atrocious call. What happened was McKnight kind of got extended over his shoulder, and Higdon just pulled the ball down in a normal motion. No throwing of the elbows, pointing of the elbows, and it's a tough break on him.
Higdon fouls out.
Never for a lack of effort. That kid goes hard from the get-go.
McKnight finding his stroke now from the charity stripe. 6 out of 9. Now he's a 70% free throw shooter. That's a little more respectable. Crittenden back in the ball game. Omer to the bench. He's got a lot of minutes tonight.
I really think Coach Gaither did a masterful job getting minutes for his kids that don't normally play.
Roberts going to attack. Kicks it out to Barry for 3. There's one. And a timeout called by Coach Levitch. 30-second timeout, so we'll stay with it. Minute 37 to go, 71 to 60, 11-point lead. I think this mountain's too much for North Oldham to climb.
Well, unless he's got an 11-point, 12-point play he's calling down there. It's not over yet, but you can see the end of the world from where he's sitting.
It's either the end of the world or a cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give North Oldham credit. They easily could have dialed it in after that second quarter. They were really in a hole, and Collins had everything going.
We had that conversation at halftime, Mike, and, my hats are off to them. They've actually won the battle of the boards. So you can a lot of time register that about, how hard they played the second half. They made some threes.
McKnight.
But they don't want to have anything to do with him.
They just let him go.
Well, that's a couple times they've stepped out of his way.
73 to 60. Roberts over to the corner. Scales. Not there. And a whistle here in the backcourt. Austin Carr Cole picks up his 3rd foul. Tyler Higdon's already fouled out in the game. And Crittenden will go to the line to shoot 2. Everybody in the double bonus at this point. 74 to 60. Minute 1 left on the clock. 61 seconds to go. 75-60. Crittenden with 6 points on the night. And now we'll empty the bench. Darius Evans about to check in. Referee's having a convo out mid-court. And there's some confusion here as to what's going on.
Well, I think the scorekeeper buzzed the horn at an inappropriate time, but what he's done is I think he's used the this thing's been acting up all night.
Davion McKnight left during that break to the cheers of the crowd. Crittenden with a rebound. Just takes it down but misses.
Almost too easy.
Scales for 3. 75-63. Back to a 12-point game. 46 seconds to go. 60-second timeout, or 30-second timeout. Or is it? Looks like a full timeout. We'll take a break then as well. Stand by. We'll be right back.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back here. 6.8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's a 12-point ball game. Collins with the lead, 75-63. Tip of the hat to the Mustangs under Coach Levitch. No quit. May have just been beaten tonight, but they didn't quit. I'll give them that. Trying to chew up some minutes here. Down to 36 seconds. Ball knocked out of bounds. Now they say it was a foul.
Yeah, Barry just reached and grabbed him.
Hutzel at the line has a chance to get on the scoreboard. Shoots 2 free throws. Misses the first. Love to get an extra point here if he could. Missed them both just about identically. Crittenden holds the ball in no hurry and finally gets tied up. Scales, I believe, going to be called for the foul. 28.6 seconds. Crittenden to go to the line and shoot 2. $75-63. It seems like we're stuck on that number. And we stay there. Rebound by Ashton. Brings it up. Hustles. Barry takes it down to the paint and will be fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a couple himself. 20.6 seconds. That .6 hasn't gotten off the board.
Well, I think we've got 2 more fouls left in this rascal.
Barry shoots a couple here. And that's
not a free throw clinic here late.
Too much iron. Not enough net. Missed the first, got the second. Barry's 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
There's one foul.
19.4 seconds to go. 75-64. Hutzel will go to the line. I believe that's third, maybe a fourth foul on Barry.
He's made 3 of them here in the last minute.
Hutzel going to shoot 2 more. His other chance to get on the scoreboard. That's not even close. Lucky he caught the front of the rim on that one. Probably hadn't been in this situation often and missed all 4. Back the other way, Cole for 3. It's there. 17 points. 75-67. They've cut it to 8. But too much, too far.
Well, I called 2 more fouls. They've used 1. I think we got another one coming.
10.6 seconds to go. 8-point lead. Collins over North Oldham, 75-67. Just waiting now for Collins to come out of the huddle. Sometimes I think, no disrespect, but sometimes coaches like overcoach the last 10 seconds. Like,
well, you know, there's a message being sent to his players that, hey, we're not giving up. It would have been easy for them with about a minute to go, just kind of ride this thing out. There's always those subliminal messages.
Yeah. Collins ball. Thrown in by Bailey Foster. Hutzel down the end of the court. And we're just going to let the clock expire here. And that's going to do it. Final score here, 75-67. North Oldham fights back, but they got too deep a hole, not enough time. We'll take a break, be back with our post game right after this on GLICOD.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for an HVAC checkup, because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window so you won't be kept waiting all day, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. Call us today for express service.
Thompson Heating and Cooling. Now that's more like it.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by LaGrange Service Center, a family-owned car repair shop that also offers 24/7 towing and wrecker service. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street. Call 502-222-1673.
And welcome back here as our post-game coverage gets underway. Mike Beck and Gary Forrest as we're talking about
watch your finger.
Final score here. Collins over North Oldham, 75-67. And scoring, we'll rattle this off to you as quickly as I can. For the North Oldham Mustangs, they were led tonight by Austin Carr Cole. He ended up with 20.
Well,
got there.
He's that guy that shoots a lot of threes, and those go quick.
Carr Cole had 20. Tyler Higdon with 17. Luke Berry with 12. 8 for Dallas Roberts. 6 for Ian Higdon. 3 for Jack Scales and 1 for Thomas Ashton, and that's your 67 points for the Mustangs. For the Titans, they were led, and he led all scorers. Davion McKnight with 21. Marcellus Vale with 14. Tyson Turner with 7. Ben Omer with 7. Joshua Scriber with 7. Aaron Thompson with 10, and Jacoby Evans with 5, and that is your 75 for the Collins Titans. Any other stats of note, Coach?
Well, I think one of the things that sometimes got overlooked in the game, on turnovers, Collins only 10 for the game, North Oldham only 11. But it was the fact that they shot the ball so well that really dug the hole deep for North. And give North credit, the second half, they didn't quit. They came back out. They found ways to get themselves back in it, primarily by shooting the threes. But as we mentioned as well, they won the battle of the boards the second half. So that shows us they were still being aggressive and playing hard.
All right, we'll take a break. Be back with our outstanding players of the game right after this. Stay with us.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Crestwood Coin Laundry, Oldham County's leading laundromat for over 25 years. Located at C520 West Highway 146, Crestwood Coin Laundry offers state-of-the-art facilities in a clean, inviting atmosphere. You can wash and dry clothes yourself, or you can drop off your clothes in the morning and have them back clean, dry, and folded that afternoon. Their extra-large washers are perfect for comforters and large items, and all larger machines accept credit cards. They're open at 8 on weekdays and 7 on weekends for your convenience. Stop in or visit them online, crestwoodcoinlaundryky.com.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Welcome back here. Post-game coverage continues. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest, and it's time for our most outstanding players of the game tonight. One for each team, and those outstanding players are brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Visit their Crestwood location, 6159 West Highway 146, or online at andersonsales.com. Let's take a look at our players of the game, and this is who we chose. Not bad picks, either one.
Let's take a look at North Oldham first. A guy that continues to improve, was named all 8th region this week. Tyler Higdon, double figures in both points and rebounds tonight, and fought to the very end. Fouled out as he's accustomed to do. He's a very aggressive player, but always gives it his all. and he's our North Oldham representative player of the game. And for the Collins Titans, it's the guy that, can't say enough. He's a candidate for Mr. Basketball, and a lot of it is because of intangibles. Scores about 14 points a game. Tonight he's probably right around his average, but what he does is he makes everyone around him better, and that's Devin McKnight.
All right, those are your outstanding players of the game, brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service. For more on tonight's winners and all recipients, visit us at GLICOD.com. Stand by. One more quick break, and when we come back, we'll put a bow on this one and look ahead to where we'll be next week, right after this on GLICOD.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
The following is an advertisement.
The lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group have over 60 years' experience helping people all over Kentucky solve their legal problems. We are a full-service, local law firm full of highly intelligent, hardworking people. From helping you start a business to employment law to estate planning and many things in between, the lawyers of Von Pettit Legal Group can help you solve your legal issues quickly and effectively. Located in Pewee Valley, you can reach us at 502-243-9797 and at www.vplegalgroup.com.
Are you a hardworking, self-motivated person looking for something other than a 4-year college degree that'll just put you in debt and prepare you for a job that's probably not even related to your major? Well, IBEW 369 wants to talk to you. Let them tell you about their 5-year apprentice program that offers step-ladder raises and starts at $15 an hour. A journeyman wireman makes $30 an hour, plus healthcare and retirement. Get on a winning path to satisfaction, better wages, and benefits. IBEW Local 369 at 4315 Preston Highway next door to Mail High.
You're tuned in to Oldham County High School's basketball from GLICOD.
Post-game coverage continues. Mike Beck, Gary Forrest, our producer Steve Bird sent us these pointers. Austin Carcole now has 4 20-plus point games this season, and Davion McKnight, 15 of those.
Well,
So
that's why he's being considered as the Mr. Basketball candidate.
outstanding player. Well, last thoughts on this one as they look ahead to district and
Well, both teams trying to get themselves in tournament form. Collins still the prohibitive favorite, I would suppose. Oldham County, who won their either 25th or 26th game tonight, maybe in the reckoning. North Oldham, a dark horse over in the other district. They've got to play a tough South Oldham team next week in district play, first round.
Okay, final look at the scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Coalition for Healthy Oldham County, reminding you that all Oldham County High School campuses are smoke-free. United Voices, healthy choices. Bullitt Central drops a game tonight. Oldham County, big win, 87-54. South Oldham, big win as well. On the road at Walton Verona, final there, 86-55. On this one, North Oldham drops one to Collins, a good Collins team, 75-67. You're going to see some action on Thursday night, aren't you?
Thursday night, we'll head up 64 to Georgetown, Kentucky, see the new school, Great Crossings. And it'll be homecoming for Coach Coy Zurhusen and the Colonels as he went to Scott County High School, which now is divided for the first year, and they'll take on the Great Crossing Warhawks.
All right, and I will be back one more game video-wise. GLICOD will be covering a Southern Indiana game on Tuesday night next week, February 25th, as the Madison Cubs come into Jeffersonville. Jeffersonville been on a streak as of late, playing very hot basketball at the right time of the year, and we'll have coverage of that beginning at 7 p.m. next Tuesday night. Gary, it's been fun working with you this season. Don't know if we'll cross paths again this basketball year, but never know what next year holds.
Mike, I've enjoyed it as always, and remember, stay healthy.
All right, thanks. And that's going to do it for us tonight. For a rebroadcast of this game and the most in-depth coverage in high school sports, click on GLICOD.com. And we'll see you next time. Tonight's executive producer, Steve Bird. Will Harper on camera, and Joey Theobald on graphics, or at least he tried. He was working, I promise. We'll see you next time, folks. Until then, God bless. Take care. Have yourselves a great weekend. And check out everything on GLICOD.
Tonight's broadcast of Oldham County High School's basketball was brought to you by Metro Windows. One call can replace your old rotted windows. By Anderson's Sales and Service in Crestwood, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. By Von Pettit Legal Group for intelligent legal solutions. By LaGrange Service Center, caring for your car with Napa know-how. And by Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, GLICOD.com, Facebook and Twitter @GLICOD. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from GLICOD.